gumbo.
I love gumbo.
All right.
God,
What's
I
up,
love-
guys?
Hey!
Yo, we're talking about food.
Brent, do you like gumbo? Are you a big gumbo fan?
I like gumbo. Gumbo's awesome.
Yeah.
My aunt, she lives in Mobile, Alabama. So there's like a ton of good Cajun and gumbo types of food down there. That yummy. Need to get back.
Actually, this week I did shopping a little earlier when my folks came to visit for my birthday, and one of the things I picked up was some jambalaya mix, and I basically just made that. I've been having that all week, and
that sounds good.
So good. I got some shrimp and some andouille sausage to go with that too. It was
Nice
threw a
and
bag of
spicy.
peas and then throw a bag of peas in there just for good measure.
Yeah, the only problem is the bathroom after.
Yeah.
Them spices,
I mean-
man. Them spices.
It's one thing I'll say I appreciate about my Norwegian relatives. They don't make me eat things that explode my intestines.
Mm.
Oh, no, lutefisk?
Yeah, no. Well, the joke is, right, to make lutefisk, you take cod, you put it on a chopping board, you sprinkle it with lye, you set it out in the sun for like a day or two until it turns
my
into
God.
yellow. Then you throw away the fish and eat the wood because it tastes better.
Yeah, I think that with lutefisk, it's your intestines are the least tortured part of your body from eating that.
This is good for you, but it sucks. I hate eating it. It's just.
Oh yeah, it's like what is it, like apple vinegar? Like if you take like a small cup of that, it's supposed to be really good for you. It's like, but at the same time, you're just drinking straight apple vinegar. Like what the hell?
Or kimchi, but I like kimchi.
I wish I liked kimchi more.
I'm not a fan. Yeah.
I see it all the time. It seems really
That's
good. It does, but I can't get it. I can't get into it. It's one of those things that seems like it'd be like I really want to like, but I just can't. Which sucks.
Just fine.
They have different kinds, like different vegetables.
Well, the thing is, my
You don't
problem
like
is
the
I'm not the
cabbage.
best. I'm not a huge fan of vinegar and pickling in general for a lot of things. So it's the same thing with like sweet potatoes. I can even if I can enjoy it, I just don't react well.
So you're not a fan of sauerkraut. Gotcha.
No, unfortunately, and
No.
again, one of those things like
Nope.
that I'd really wish I'd liked more, but
Mm-mm.
All right. Sounds like everybody's doing good though. Yeah, we're a few minutes behind here. A couple things though for the stream. Oh, let me share my camera and
Make sure we're not
Or-
muted.
yes,
yeah.
I made sure this time we weren't muted, so we're good on that.
Look at you
Sure.
go.
I know I'm on top of it today.
look at our streamer.
Hey, just a little streamer getting things done. Let's see here, resources. There we go. All right. So so Twitch changed their like upload policies and stuff like that. So they changed it to where you only can have 100 hours worth of like material at any given point, pretty much stored on their platform. I have like 300 hours on that bitch.
I mean, yeah, we're playing weekly games that go up to like 4 to 5 hours a pop.
Yes. So, from this point out, for any notes in the future, if anybody goes back and watches this, I may try to actually clip this one here. If you want to go ahead and watch any of the like full stuff, you're gonna have to go to YouTube from now on, because also on Facebook, I lost a follower. How dare you, whoever that person was? You know, I hate your guts. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna find you. I'm
man,
a
I'm
man
sorry,
with
man.
a particular set of skills. No, I don't know.
Oh,
That'd be...
Okay, Mel.
All right.
It could have been, I don't know, it could have been anybody. I don't really care that much. But the point is with Facebook, you need to have at least 100 people like following your page or whatever in order for them to let you live stream on their platform. So I'm at 99, and they're like, sorry, you can suck balls. Nobody cares about your content, you know.
What?
So.
It's, you know, the one person that matters is the one person that breaks that line, that crosses that line, whether back or forth. I get it.
Of course, there's probably someone deactivated their Facebook account.
Yeah, probably
that's
something
off
like
the bat.
that. Yeah, whoever,
Like,
yeah, whatever.
yeah.
But the point is that if you're going to look for all of this content, you're going to have to go to YouTube primarily. I mean, I'm still streaming on Twitch. It's just that I'm going to have to take all my stuff down, and then I'm going to have to really just post clips of highlights in order for you to really be on that platform. and all that type of stuff. Actually, what's going to happen here is sometime in April, I'm going to, I have a vacation that may be coming up in April also, so probably going to have to cancel a game for that. But besides that, I'm going to take another week off because I really have to deal with all this content. I have like a bunch of content sitting out here that a lot of it is good, but it's just not chopped up into like the best parts. And that's
Right.
really the way you attract people to like view this stuff. Nobody's coming,
Editing is a
unless you're a
yeah,
D&D fan like me, nobody's coming to sit down and watch 4 hours of this. People are looking for the juicy
editing is
parts.
a very
So,
very useful part of the content, as the years of these jobs and people on these platforms have proven.
yes, but luckily there's been some really cool AI tools that have developed over like, I guess the past couple of years or so, that really can take like 4 hours of content and find, apparently I've tested some of this stuff and it's pretty good. It's able to go ahead and find like, I guess, the more dynamic parts in your video, chop those segments out, apply, captions, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to be using
Yeah.
one of those tools to grind through all this content and,
Yeah, well,
put it out there. See what happens.
yeah. All right.
But anyway.
But yeah, I mean, if when it comes down to it, let us know, and yeah.
I will. What I plan on doing is when we get to the midway section of this campaign, which is coming up here, we're going to I'm going to build character profiles of all of our little lore drops, our little backstories, and kind of put those all together, so we have an idea of where each of these characters have came from.
Heck
But
yeah.
all right. But that's it for announcements. I'm glad everybody's doing fantastic. I kind of want to jump into it and get this train rolling because you guys got a long journey ahead of you. And let's do it. So, who wants to go ahead and give us the yay old recap?
I mean,
I can do it.
I mean, yeah.
I got it. Hold on.
No, we
Sure.
need the inspiration. Don't let Brent do it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Last time on Dungeons of Drakkenheim.
Thank you.
The session begins with a fight in and amidst the cornfields of... Is it literally called? Oh, of Ravensfield.
Crowsfield. Yes.
Rosefield. Just to the west of the Dran River and the burned out shell of the city of Drakkenheim, wherein Tinu is stuck inside of a vegetative sack of this horrible, shambling mound beast as the party attempts to free her. At the same time, on the north side of the cornfield, Addie attempts to free Yanis, who has been chained up to this post of a scarecrow in and amidst the corn stalks. And the haze surrounding her, burning her lungs, and perhaps even weighing her down as she successfully manages to free one of the two locks. And just as the lock comes loose, or the second lock, I should say, a caw is heard from the east, indicating that the great raven the party had seen previous session knew that something was happening. And it probably had something to do with, gunshots and loud spells and a fight happening and us freeing Tinu from the horrible
blades, tolling the dead.
Horn is very loud.
Loud nonsense. And with that, and the defeat of the the corn monster, as well as the freeing of Yanis, the great crow descends upon the party. It's lit ablaze and slung out with spells and gunshots and sword stabs and hammer strikes, but in its final dive, the crow is slain, with Loey landing the final shot. We regroup outside of the corn to make sure that Yanis is okay enough to be able to make the journey home, and scavenge, much to our delight, the Great Crow's nest, for we had previously seen a few shinies amongst its young, who fled from our presence. Beneath the sticks and various detritus that makes up this nest, the party discovers a box emblazoned with the crest of the Von Kessels, nestled therein. locked with the key, most importantly, still inside of the keyhole of this lockbox. The velvet-lined lockbox, held inside of it a 3-inch tall golden vial with a hole pierced on the top and bottom side. In addition, a small knife made of gold and inlaid with runes lies next to this small vial. Finally, a book, or maybe a pamphlet, considering the size of the box, or a small brief, lays also inside of this box, which is titled Right of Lineage. We also find, with Yanis, after we regroup, the black books of the Von Drakens, or I can't remember specifically what was inside of those books, but I thought it was about the Von Drakens and the whole crazy Court of the Night stuff, or something, that was stolen by the Queensmen. A very reason for coming out here and saving Yanis after they kidnapped him and stolen our stuff. But, most importantly, several of the hero's personal items are still missing, likely taken by the Queensmen. From there, the party heads south into the main square, where a nearby shed contains, it's a little gruesome, but the blown-out stomach of a dead man, inside of which are 12 delirium chips. Also to the party's excitement, because hey, delirium means money, and money is what this is what some of our heroes are all about. So, yay, kudos.
Axe.
Truth. We make our long march back to Emberwood, but before we can leave the ruins, our eyes fall upon a group of Amethyst Academy wizards along the dock district of Drakkenheim. There, Murdoch the Caller introduces himself. 4 rings signifying his rank and power within the Amethyst Academy, as he recognizes Torin, and a conversation ensues. They share their shared past of Dransmund, Torin's history with the city's royalty of Drakkenheim, and Torin's inception into the Academy. And feeling as though it would be prudent for us not to help Murdoch with the delirium haze-filled building that he was investigating, the party regretfully decides to let Murdoch handle it himself with his apprentices and continue on to Emberwood. Returning home, we rest, cleanse Alice and Yanis of their heightened levels of delirium corruption, and speak with Theodore, Captain Theodore Marshall, at Camp Dawn about having Yanis stay, while the party remains under threat of the 48-hour clock the Queensmen had given them. We agree with Theodore's request for safe harbor and for aid to the Knights of the Silver Order in exchange for negotiating with Drexel, the commander of the Greencloaks in Drakkenheim, in order to coordinate the seizing or perhaps siege of Temple Gate from its Garmir inhabitants. In addition, the party is assigned 2 more NPCs to help guard them for the next 10 days while they're out and about their adventures of Drakkenheim. These are Sir Edwards and Sir Elijah, who head back with the party. And folks are curious, Sir Elijah is one of the previous Knights of the Silver Order who has a thing, a crush, and hopes to propose to local flamekeeper Hannah in the chapel. It's real cute, and we're gonna go help him get a ring, maybe. Or maybe he'll die. I don't know. It's Drakkenheim. It's a pretty crazy time. And we pick up there.
Oh my god, how could you say that?
I have to
Don't
say break away.
curse him.
It'll be fine. We'll see what happens this session of Dungeons of Drakkenheim. Brent, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Take some inspiration. That was perfect. All right. So, we're going to hit Emberwood here for a split second because there is a slight there's a couple brief scenes I want to go ahead and cover before you guys head out. one of which could be important. All depends on context clues. But let's go ahead and start here in Emberwood, just as our backdrop.
Brett,
Yes.
is this on the downtime day or the day we're heading out?
So, this is going to be on the day you guys are headed out. So
So the
essentially,
23rd. Okay.
yes. Essentially,
Sorry, I was asking for notes.
yeah, no problem. We're going to go ahead and say that you guys, the negotiation with Yanis is that Knight Captain Theodore Marshall is okay with you guys having Yanis stay with you. Stay with them at Camp Dawn until he recovers from his wounds of from his extreme contamination. So you guys are gonna go ahead and bring him back there today before you guys set out. But that just leaves an interesting question here: is that what time do you guys want to leave for Drakkenheim?
I vote as early as possible.
What's early as
Yeah, I-
possible? 3 a.m., 9 a.m.
I mean,
Somewhere
I
in between.
imagine we would at least wait until the sun comes up. But if I remember correctly, and because it has been a little bit, so sorry if I'm speaking to the choir, we're gonna go do this first
Yep.
at the house, the Reed Manor, right? And then we're gonna double back to the tree and join the headhunters to try to storm the gate. Am I remember that correctly?
I mean, let's see if the party remembers what you guys were gonna do.
Yeah, because the headhunters are we're trying to do the gate with. I don't think
Yeah.
we invited them to help us with Reed Manor, and we told the headhunters we would send them a message when we were ready to do the gate. And when we're ready to do the gate, we're supposed to meet them at the mill,
Okay.
right? That's what I have in my notes. Did I put it
Yeah,
down
I
wrong?
mean that sounds right. So do we want to? We don't know how long Reed Manor is going to take, and we going to probably be harder to send a message when we're up there. Do we want to somehow do that now, or?
I thought we were going to Reed Manor and then coming back and then meeting them.
Because Reed Manor's on the same side of the river as the mill, which is why
Yeah,
it was
but-
easy for us to talk to him.
But then we decided that, well, in Coup World, this is what I thought, because we don't know how hard Reed Manor is going to be and how many resources we're going to use. So we didn't want to go straight into the inner city gate until we knew like what we looked like afterwards.
So
But
we
there-
want to.
But we also knew that it's normal. That Ackerman Mill's a normal spot for people to stay overnight if they need to.
Oh,
Aye.
okay, yeah.
So-
Okay.
We'll send a message once we're resting in Eckerman Mill for them to come meet us.
And I think we should leave before, like, let's say sunup is at 7. I would leave at 6 a.m. to get to Camp Dawn at 7, and then we could head out from Camp Dawn, if that makes sense. That gives us an hour to get Uncle to where he needs to be, and then the rest of daylight is our time.
And you need to have sending prepared because you're supposed to tell the headhunters
Oh.
when to meet us at the mill.
I think I did. Hold on, let me look.
Sorry, I was just
While they're
reviewing those notes.
Side
Yeah,
note.
While they're
I
do-
do.
Oh,
Brent,
Yes.
which of the guards is the one that you said has been to the crater that they've approved for us to roam with?
Edwards, right?
Yes, a man, Sir Edwards, Austin Edwards.
Thank you.
Are
I-
we?
Sorry, Tinu. I think you and I are both to ask the same thing. So you go.
Oh, no, I was asking about sending. So, if that was the plan, did you guys want me to sending them at Ackerman Mill, or do you want me to sending them last night? Because that's like a 3rd level spell slot, guys,
When
and that would only leave 1 left for me.
when we're done, when we get
When
to
we're done, yeah, when we make the decision after Reed Manor, if we're gonna head back, there's no point in telling them. Then, but if we were like, okay, we'll stay here, meet us here, then it's kind of a situation. But we wouldn't be there until we know as a group that we're gonna go towards the gate.
Okay, so I have to save it then. Okay.
Do we
So
want
You don't,
to?
you don't have to save it if we
But then
need
we
it
don't have
to
any
stay
way of-
alive.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do we want to do we want to have Elijah come with them? Because he
Uh,
wants
uh,
in.
well, well,
as well.
Well, I don't. Well, the thing is, if we're going to take Elijah, we probably do it on a second excursion because we don't know what we're going to go up against.
If you don't tell Elijah where you're going, he declines to go. If you do tell him where you're going, he still declines to go because he's not in the business of whatever you got going on with.
He told us that he was willing to buck orders.
To come
to
with
go to
us.
that one-
Well,
Well,
you got that
that's what-
impression
that's what
from. Whoa,
the
whoa,
inner
whoa, whoa,
city
whoa, whoa,
too.
whoa! You got that impression from him that for what he wants, right? To go ahead and get something for his beloved back in Emberwood. You don't get the idea that he's willing to just drop his entire code or his job in order to abscond off to other missions along the way.
No, but this is tying in because we're doing College Gate with the headhunters.
I think once we know what I think the impression I was thinking is like, if we have like we know what getting through this gate might be, it's like okay, when we because we know that we want to essentially ransack a jewelry store in the inner city for him, so we want to make sure that we can actually get into the inner city with him. I think is the impression. So I think
Yes.
our second excursion into the inner city for that purpose would be what would probably be the best.
I mean, that
Yeah.
makes sense. But even if you posit it to him, he's like, I'm not about. He's not mean about it, but he's just like, I'm not trying to go on any other type of adventures at this moment along the way. But when you're ready to go ahead and do what we talked about, then he's all down for it.
Yeah.
Does Elijah have death saves?
He's an
Is he
NPC.
dying?
Probably not. I haven't decided, but most likely 90% no. I'm leaning towards.
Oh my goodness. So
It all
I'm
depends.
sorry.
Look. If you get to know this guy well enough, then maybe I'll give him like death saves. But if it's like a thing of where you guys march there, you're just like we just treat him like any old boy on the street, then probably not. So it depends. I'm not gonna say 90%. I'll take that back. It all depends.
Okay. But when NPCs die, they just die instantly. Like, there's no time for me to like.
It all depends on the situation and how well you know the NPC. Like,
Okay.
if it's just a commoner, and the situation is there, I don't know, a bunch of commoners are getting knocked down, I'm probably going to say they're dead. But let's say, I don't know, you guys have a conversation with this commoner, they're related to something bigger you guys are trying to do. I'm not going to jip you and be like, no, they're just dead. I'll probably give you like give them saving throws. It's just
Like
contextual. Yeah,
right?
but I'm not going to make it a hard fast rule that all NPCs get death saves. So it all depends.
I cast Wall of Bodies like Genesis.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
So you
Matt.
guys, no problem. You guys are gonna set out for Drakkenheim, 7 a.m. heading to Camp Dawn first here. So let's go ahead and do that. So I have just a little bit of narrative here. To get Yanis to Camp Dawn, it requires you guys a bit of effort. After Ron kind of purged his contamination, he's been pretty laid out in you guys' hideout, since. You just haven't heard a peep from him. He's been sleeping, coughing, shaking, just being miserable for the rest of that day. And unless, Kalina, you opt to, I guess, call your steed to haul him over to Camp Dawn, it's probably going to set you guys back an hour. So let me know if you want to do that.
I'm trying to remember how long that lasts, if we'll need it later. But nobody has exhaustion anymore, right?
Well,
No.
the horse is always there as long as so it's an
Unless you
instantaneous spell.
Yeah, can you dismiss the horse, or do they just stay there? You can't get rid of them.
They
I
stay
believe
until
it
they're
just stays there.
zeroed
Okay.
out,
Gotcha.
or you
Okay.
resummon them.
Understood.
Okay, then sure.
It's no
we can-
problem.
That
Okay.
can help.
Fantastic. Okay, so you guys haul Yan, help him out of the building. He's in a miserable state physically, and you can tell kind of emotionally. He's just he's pretty despondent. When you guys come out of the field surrounding Camp Dawn, and I'll go ahead and give you some Camp Dawn vibes here. There we go. pop up the image for our stream here. And we can cue some of this. All right. So at Camp Dawn, you guys come out of the woods surrounding the fortress of Camp Dawn, and Yanis is on the horse, I'm assuming, with Kalina here, but Yanis would call you over, Loey. You know, hey, nephew.
Yeah, I'd walk up next to Kalina's horse and look up at my uncle.
We're assuming the rest of the party is going up to the gates, talking to the people at the, top sentry posts, getting the gate to be open while this conversation is going on here.
I can also leave a horse and just, if you want it to be private.
Does Yanis ask it to be private?
He doesn't bother. He just goes,
Okay. You're there.
Are you sure about this, nephew? You see he looks at Camp Dawn. Though God has helped me this far.
It's not.
And I'm not sure I want to hear a bunch of moaning and groaning around a fire pit.
So you mean exactly what it used to be like when I was a child and the other dwarves would grumble and complain about it being cold and food being shite?
Yeah. Except this time it's 50 of them and they just don't stop. I don't know how these people go or do inside of here, but I don't know.
Look, I'll be honest with you, Uncle. This isn't permanent. But until that 48-hour period passes, I don't feel safe with you there. And if you had your whole hand and your whole wits about you, I think you'd do fine. But let's be honest, you don't. And I don't blame you for it, but I gotta work with the tools I got on my hand. I'm your clan leader, and that means I'm responsible for you, Uncle. Much as Da was, much as Belva was. But they're both dead, and I'm here.
You see, he nods. I'm sorry for what happened, nephew. I should have known better. You're right. My brain is dying. I wish I had time to tell you everything she did to me. Imbra, Queen of Thieves, whoever. I don't know how many times she brought my hopes up just to send them crashing back down. You see, he lifts up his hands and looks at his missing fingers, and he goes, the pain, years being alone in the filthy sewers, and Korgoth's slave. She took my mind and she took my dignity. I don't know how to get it back. But
I have a friend, that lizard man. He might be able to help, but I need to be strong before we try that. When I did it with him, it was tough. But he awakened memories in me that explained something. Like remembering the night my father died.
you are always your own dwarf, Loey. You have your father's determination. The ability to get things done when they need to get done, no matter what. But you have your mom's ire, too. When you're mad, I get that look in your eye. Like she had. That killer's eye. And she knows it, Loey. Imbra. Queen. She knows it. She wants to use that killer eye. That killer in you. She's gonna try to find a way and break you. Turn you into something I'm not sure you want to be, nephew. By the time you realize it, it might be too late. You see, he just looks at you worried.
I can't go working with things that I'm not, Uncle. I've lived through what I've lived through. You know, the proof's in the pig iron after the smelting. Truth's in the results. It's why I trusted my mother. It's why I'm your clan head. It's why I'm responsible for you, and it's why I'm gonna put an end to her. And all her clan, gang, whatever the hell you want to call it. And if that means killing her, then so be it. And if that means worse,
so be it.
aye.
You see, he nods. Then he smiles and he goes, well, maybe they'll have some good spices here. Stuff I can take back with me, you know?
Have a finely stocked camp. Aye. Just, try not to get me in debt, eh? We already got enough of that from the bank. We don't need that from these church folk either.
I...
Oh, by the way, and in case I don't come back quick, because I don't know how many days will be in the city, and he hands him 20 gold.
He takes it, and as he does, he takes another hand and clasps it over yours. Your father would be proud. At this moment, Ophelia Reed meets you guys at the front gate. You see it open, and you see with her are, of course, these two knights. And just to give you guys a reminder of who we're talking about here, we have Edwards, and we have Elijah.
Whoa, Austin's nose is so shiny. You need some powder, buddy.
He it's kind of greasy out here, you know, in these woods. But let's see. Austin Edwards, he has a gray warhorse with him, and she essentially tells you that Elijah and Austin, just to reiterate, has been granted a 10-day stay with you guys at your hideout, Guardian. And while that's going on, you see Elijah pull out a whistle and blows it, but unless you have extremely keen hearing, you don't hear anything. But after a moment, you see a massive mahogany-colored griffin rise from a perch deep inside of camp, and then fly over expertly, landing just outside of the walls. Ophelia says, Elijah will patrol by air, and Austin will have his steed. And the Queensmen know when they see our griffins, they know we mean business. If something does happen to your hideout or around the area, Elijah and Austin, if they can't resolve it, they'll report back to us and we'll investigate. You see that the acolytes come and they help Yanis off of the horse and lead him inside.
Oh, but when he's still there with Olivia, Tinu would say, wait, and she would tell Olivia and Yanis that if we're not back before he has to leave, he can use Tinu's horse to go back home. Because you know how Camp Dawn gave us horses, but we never took them.
Oh, you volunteer your
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Yanis can have Tinu's horse when he goes back home.
Ophelia says, that's very considerate of you, but we'll make sure he gets back.
Thank you.
Austin, Elijah, I'm sure the others will want to tell you this, but there's a particular point in the woods. I think they've been watching the place from there. They think they're hidden. They think they can't be seen. And we've seen their footprints around those trees. A stand up in the branches. If you can surprise them and capture them, you might be able to learn more, but I don't hold any hope for that. They're pretty crafty.
Trees marked with an X.
Austin and Elijah look at each other, and then Elijah says, "We'll look at the area, and I'll make sure I keep a lookout from above." Ophelia. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Take them alive if you can.
He nods. And Ophelia says, "Remember, try to find some information or, I don't know, do some deed that would help the Hooded Lanterns so they can see you as allies. I know this may be hard considering our goals, but I really do believe in all of you." See, she looks at you, Kalina, and gives a smile. Before... Yes?
No, I was just gonna say I smile back.
Okay. Before you talk to the commander about our alliance, make sure you come back to us first so we can give you our papers that spell out the general plan. We'll talk more about those details when you're ready. You see she turns to Austin and comes up to him, and you see he gives her a kind smile. This guy, he looks determined in his picture, but you can tell that this is a young human man who's very much about making a name for himself with the Silver Order. Either that, or he's just proud to be upon the ranks. Or so it seems. Ophelia says to him, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You see she looks over at you, Ron. And Austin hesitates and smiles. "I prayed about it, High Flamekeeper, and the light still compels me to know what I saw there." Ophelia looks at Austin, sad.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Was that a Brett or was that an NPC?
Go ahead and insight that, yeah.
Okay.
You're inciting Ophelia?
No, I'm inciting him with the fire. I mean the light.
You could tell it was a natural slip of the tongue.
Okay.
Ophelia says very sadly, "If that is where your heart lies." You see she gives him a long hug. You see she then turns to all of you as you gather together to leave, and she says, "May the light shine the way." Then, of course, all of you depart to get the arrangement set up for you guys' hideout, and then to head out to Drakkenheim. So that's what I wanted to do there. All right. Now it's time to get down to business.
Time to make that bread.
All right.
Let's go make some new friends.
All right.
Strings.
After one last gear trek, you guys set out north of Emberwood across the dead and sometimes strangely overgrown fields, back to the edges of Drakkenheim. And of course, before you guys go into Drakkenheim proper, maybe you stop somewhere secluded, and you guys whip out your map and decide what's the route you guys are going to take to get there. So how are we doing this, guys?
Well, considering we've tested a couple of times the effectiveness of our water walk ritual, I was wondering if it'd be possible to cross the river further south, outside of Drakkenheim.
Actually, if I could suggest an alternative, Kolovati, I like the idea, but I'm curious about this ferryman, and it's a perfectly good opportunity to investigate the rumor, see if it's true, just in case Ron, for whatever reason, can't do it. Well, I don't know if that's ever possible, Ron. And Lloyd looks at you. Honestly, not sure.
Only if I'm dead.
Well, we would have to wait. He's random, remember?
Yeah, we might be waiting a couple hours. They said it was at least an hour before he showed up.
And that's an if. It seems like there's no real controlling when this guy appears.
What if he demands payment? Even though we
know he does.
Even though we deny his service.
Then we just cross the water ourselves, right?
Sure, Louie.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying it might be an opportunity.
Okay, so where are we going to wait for this ferryman?
Probably in Drakkenheim, right?
Well, yeah, he works in Drakkenheim.
We're gonna want to be along the south side. Maybe around the docks where Korgoth was. Maybe a bit north of that. If you all are interested, I'm just putting it on the table. I'm not saying we have to. I mean, you all are right. Ron's ability to cross us over water is maybe it's more efficient. I don't know.
Is that the right place?
Yeah, but why'd you go to the left?
Are you going good? Are you gonna go all the way around the outside? Is that what we're doing?
No. Well, I thought we were going around the outside. I didn't know if we wanted to go in. Wait, it's this one, 7, right? Hold on, let me look.
Yeah,
Right.
that's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's on the complete opposite side of where we typically enter.
Hold on. This is hard to do with this map so big. Holy shiz.
So, just the first question: do we want to investigate the ferry rumor or no? I'm fine with either.
I'd say no, but
Tinu votes no.
No.
I think it's something to investigate at some point, but for right now, we should probably just keep our eyes on the task, especially because we don't have any good rumors to go on how to on how this guy fully operates.
All right.
Well, they told us how he did, but we don't have a good way to summon him.
Well, I mean, yeah, like we have an idea, but we don't know like if there's any kind of schedule, how to summon him,
That's
how
why
long it would take. Like, might want to wait on that.
And just a reminder, guys, like these clouds of haze on the map are like general representations. It's not like don't get the idea that just because it's clear on a section of the map, that means that there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So
fair.
Yeah, because essentially what we're saying right here is what I am worried about. That's 4 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow-up question then: how close to Temple Gate are we to risk?
Wait a minute.
The more we take it in towards the city, the less we'll have to walk. But the closer we get to the Garmir and the stronghold.
Well,
Just curious. 22,500 compared to.
Oh, you should click and leave it. Oh, you didn't
No.
do the linker.
Wait a minute.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to cross the river more south?
Well, the closer we can make a direct route for it, the better.
Well-
But I don't think we want to go straight through the middle city. So it's just a question of how close to Temple Gate do we want to get.
No, but Bati was saying something about crossing the river more south.
I think like crossing the river outside of Drakkenheim itself,
Yeah.
and heading north and like coming at it from the Ackerman Mill direction.
That'll be a long walk, but we could.
I'm really sorry. Can I jump in with something? I might be completely misremembering this. We have been to Eckerman Mill before, right? We went with
Yes.
we went there with River, correct?
Correct.
Right.
We got
Didn't we
transported
talk
there.
to her that when we want to go to the Reed Manor, she might be able to open that portal?
So it would require a cost of the either the scroll or the spell casting service.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, 900 gold.
We would've had to given her a
she
day's
didn't
head
get. She said we would have to pay for it. Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah.
And we'd get a discount if we promised we were doing Eckerman Mill for the academy. And nobody spoke up saying they wanted to do that.
Honestly, I like Tinu's route here. That's just fine. Keeps us away from the temple, keeps us in sight of the city so we can navigate by the roads and we don't get lost. And it allows us to make our fastest way to Reed Manor without
Oh, but
going too far out of the city.
we don't have to go this way too. If you guys want to do something else, I just marked what Tinu would do for like easier visuals because I'm a visual person.
Well, the thing is, if we're heading towards Reed Manor, that's probably what we want to do because we probably want to skirt around the city itself.
Aye, but the surrounding woodlands ain't any less dangerous than less dangerous than the city.
Well, the thing is, if we can somehow be outside the city and outside the aura, we might be able to get some rest. Is the thing.
Oh no, you know that everywhere on this map here.
Oh,
Essentially.
okay, never mind. No, we're just.
Yeah, there's miles of
And there's also the fact that no matter where we go on this particular side, we've got a lot of it cut off entirely because of. Let's see.
We can't go through
Because
the square
of
walls.
these because of the walls here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just head straight to the middle.
So either we're hugging the wall or hugging the outskirts. That's our options.
It really won't change the difference in the rolls.
Yeah, we probably don't want to hug the walls because I'm fairly certain we don't want to deal with who might be watching the walls.
Mhm.
Who or what?
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
don't think we have anything to worry about from the green cloaks. Although
Yeah,
not the
they're
green
not the
cloaks
ones.
for-
They're not the ones in charge of these gates.
Temple's good. No, five actually is Shepherd. That's the one that they're in charge of. But like I said, I like Tinu's route. Keeps us away from Temple Gate, closes us into Shepherd's as soon as we're past it in a reasonable distance, and I think it's the fastest way there without having to do anything crazy and going out in the wilderness. It's the shortest, safest trek. Unless you all want to stop somewhere outside the city, but I don't see anything to care about.
That's fine.
Brett, normal walking pace is 1.5 or 2?
3.
Normal walking pace is 26:40.
A half a mile an hour.
Yes.
Okay.
So
What?
it looks like you guys are going to be out here for about 8 hours, a little bit.
To get
alright.
there.
Wait,
Yeah.
We're only,
That's so-
only half a mile at a normal speed?
Yeah.
We're only getting a half a mile an hour? What?
that's so
not...
slow.
That's really slow. Me doing my
All right,
treadmill
well,
at like a meh
do you guys
speed,
wanna
I
go
get
fast?
an hour and a half
No,
mile.
we're not going
Do
fast.
you want to go fast? Is that that's what it sounds like you're telling me?
We're
That's
taking
fine.
a
Mickey
little
Bobby.
pace.
Different rules in Drakkenheim. Okay, I was like, wait a second, that's
Also,
not
we're
normal
talking when
pace.
we're talking about movement. We're usually we're not talking about like, oh, we're just gonna run there. It's like we got to take some measured approach, make sure nothing's ambushing us.
Yes, this is not like you just
Person.
like a straight gallop across a field
Yeah.
there.
Or even hiking. This is us being on alert.
This is
Yeah.
true. So,
you can,
if you go to the maps channel in Discord, you can see the different types of movement you guys can do and the detriments and maybe benefits to that.
Yeah, half mile. That makes sense.
8
So
hours.
about 9 hours to get there. But hey, it's early. So
When are we gonna get there? It's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it'll be afternoon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
should've
we're not
got
gonna
up
get it until
earlier.
3 p.m.
We should have got up earlier, guys.
it's fine. We got 3 hours for our business there, and then we head off to Eckerman Mill. That's only an hour or two west.
Okay.
All right. So let me draw a line to mark this course here, and I'm gonna do green this time. Here.
Oh, I have Liamon's tiny hut too, guys, for Eckerman Mill.
that would help with defense, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So
Or Tinu's tiny hut.
How far would Eckerman be here if we cut direct across the road?
Which channel is the
Just-
traveling in, you said, Brett?
Yeah,
I'm
but-
sorry.
It is
Yeah.
DoD maps.
Okay.
Just nobody get contaminated. Don't get contaminated, anybody. Roll high on your con saves.
When have we enter town and not come out with someone contaminated?
Shh, don't. Why are you already cursing us, Carl?
Okay,
You
so
guys
even
at your
though
negative speaks.
okay, so even though we're skirting the outside, it still counts for the streets. Okay. Okay. Damn. So slow.
All right.
Well, Brent, I calculated the numbers. If everything works in your favor, you should be getting 3 random encounters on this trip.
Probably.
No.
I hope
Why
so.
are
That's
you
the
missing
average. That's
us
the
too?
average.
Because it's 10 rolls times 7 people.
Never
70
tell me
rolls.
lost, boys.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's
All
every
right.
half mile we roll. Okay, cool. I'm down.
So,
Is it good, Brett? Can I get rid of my
yes,
line?
yes, yes, you can get rid of it.
Okay.
We're good to go. Thank you. And here.
We just go.
right through the middle of the.
We fly.
All right. And
Oh man.
so right off the jump, you guys begin heading across this desolate terrain here towards the south that you guys are quite familiar with at this point. It is the starting point of all great ventures inside of Drakkenheim. And as you imagine, all these buildings are picked clean. They're quite desolate. Campfires everywhere, trash and debris. There's not much to go ahead and see here. But when you get to this road here, I don't have, but I can change the music for it. Let's see here.
Oh no.
Yes. Now, I don't have the sound for this, but as you cross this road, you hear the light sounds of a flute playing in the air. You note, not too far away from you guys, maybe 30 feet or so, the flute player is quite obvious. Looks like a long, lanky man, tall, lanky man, has a old fedora, a vest, a sweaty shirt, slacks and traveling boots, and sitting next to him on the ground is a vase. On that vase says tips. These notes gently go across the air, and as you look at him, He looks at you, lowers his flute as he sits there on an old bench, and he looks at you guys and smiles.
Tinu runs up right away and drops 5 gold in there.
You run up, and as you do, you are hit with this
Oh no.
scent of decaying flesh.
Oh, if I smell that, I stop in my
You
tracks.
stop like 10 feet, 15 feet away from this guy. He still smiles at you.
I stand on one foot because I stopped, and you know how you put the coin in your index and your thumb and you flip it? I try to flip it into the vase. But I
Sure.
don't go any closer.
Roll me a skill check. Roll me a dex.
Oh,
Dex?
Skill
Okay.
check.
Is it just straight dex?
You could do an attack roll if you want. The WDC is
Oh.
15.
I'll just roll straight dex. Come on, Tinu, be cool. We're gonna be good. Oh, it was almost a nat one. It's a 21.
Bing!
21.
Lands in the vase. You see, he looks at the vase and looks at you. Without a word, he just tips his hat.
Tina gives him a thumbs up. Yeah, and then she turns and runs back. He smells like decay. I say to the party.
See, he looks at the rest of you.
Should we say hello?
Oh.
Should we avoid him? What do we do?
Torn will go up to him, and yeah, he'll put in a gold piece.
Tips his hat.
He will not in return.
But it will join. Will be with Torn and drop a coin as well.
Gives you a nod.
He still hasn't said anything? He hasn't done anything?
Yeah, instead he just holds a flute in his hand and he looks at you guys like, you know, his elbows resting up on the backrest of the bench he's on. He hasn't said a word. He just smiles at you. He has a large bushy mustache.
Helena's gonna drop a gold in and then say, "Can you keep playing?"
See, he looks at his flute. He brings it up to his lips. And he begins playing. And you know that he begins playing a familiar tune to you. Folk hum or hymn that you've heard back at your village. Catch the beat of it.
That's so cool.
Can we keep him? Tinu says to the party.
You know, kidnapping is wrong. You should know
He
this.
might come with us willingly.
That was not what you suggested, but you can go ask.
Okay, I'll go ask him. What's your name? I stay 10 feet away. I stop at the same place.
He just looks at you.
Do you want to go with us?
Shakes his head.
Oh, aren't you lonely here?
He looks around, and finally he says, I have many friends out here.
Oh. Do you want to be my friend? My name's Tinu. I mean, be my friend also.
Good to meet you, Tinu.
Oh, I dig in the bag of holding and I bring out a bracelet. Here, I give all my friends these, and I'll go closer this time, and I'll like set it. I
Oh
guess
yeah, it smells awful.
He's sitting down, right?
Yeah, he's sitting on a bench.
I'll set it in his lap, and then slowly set it in his lap, and then I'll back up.
He looks at it and does a small laugh. And he picks up the coin. And
Oh, it's a bracelet.
I'm sorry,
the
bracelet.
friendship bracelet.
And he
Yeah.
puts it in the vase.
What? Can I know your name?
He just stares at you.
Okay.
Tina, you done having fun with the busker then? Can we get going?
Yeah, we can. I'm done. I'm coming. I'll turn and run back to the party.
I really like the song. Thank you.
He tips his hat. And then you guys leave strange old man sitting on bench and continue along
Hey.
your journey.
Yeah.
Did I just waste 5 gold? But it's okay.
I mean,
I don't know.
You-
We might run into him again.
Yeah, you made friends with the Pied Piper. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, here's the question: do you feel like you wasted 5 gold?
As Ku, yes. As Tinu, hell no.
Well, then I can only say both yes and no to that response. That you.
All right. You guys continue on your journey.
I wish he gave me his name. I don't like putting Dead Flute Man on my list.
Right about there we are.
You still have to write that for description, though.
All right. I need everybody to roll me a d20. Tinu, Kalina, and Kolabadi, roll me 2 d20s and take the highest.
Roll again. Roll again. Take the highest.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
So-
oh shit.
who's rolling more than one?
Tinu, Kalina, Kolabadi, you guys roll 2 d20s and take the highest.
I'll take the 17.
Do I not?
Yes, you too. Excuse me. Sorry, Torin.
Okay.
You
I just-
roll
I
2
just wanted to make
d20s.
sure.
No, he hates you specifically. He's just like,
Okay. I get it. I get it. I'm green. I get it.
So wait, you want? I mean, I didn't do anything with the guy. Do you want me to roll a d20, Brett?
the rest of you roll as normal for now.
Oh, it added them. The higher one was 19 and the lower
That's fine.
one was 3.
All I'm looking for is ones.
Oh my god, that guy
Yeah,
saved my life.
Yeah, we're looking for 1s and 20s. 1s and 20s.
Oh my gosh.
You
Oh,
feel good about your good deed of the day, Tinu.
Yeah,
Answer
I
your question.
changed- Yes.
I'm sorry, you're breaking
Oh,
up.
Yeah, you're breaking Torin.
No, it wasn't a waste to answer the question.
Well, you're gonna have to say that again. You broke up. I can't understand you.
Am I coming clear now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, no, it wasn't a waste coup.
Yeah, I know. Ku says it wasn't a waste too now. Oh, thank you, Dead Flute Man. You're my new best friend. I'm giving you gold every time I see you.
Oh, great. Who just
Maybe
became,
don't
Who just became
Call
super
him Dead Flute Man when you see him.
Yeah, Tina's
Maybe
gonna
just
call him that.
Call him Flute Man.
He's Dead Flute Man because he smells rotten.
Okay, but you know.
He is the flautist.
The
He knows
flautist.
what he is. I don't
The
think he would mind
flyest
if I called him
flautist.
that.
Oh man.
What
I
if
did
he
ask him-
isn't and he just hangs out in a graveyard or something?
Well, then he should have told me his name. Tinu says to Kala. I asked him twice. He's dead. Fine, I'll put dead smelling flute man. How about that?
Slightly better.
You
Dead
guys
smelling flute.
continue on, sticking kind of close first to the tree line here. Then marching across these overgrown and sometimes dead crop fields on the outskirts of Drakkenheim. And we're gonna be rolling a lot of d20s, folks. So now everybody, roll me another set of d20s. Those of you who gave the flute man some money, you can roll 2.
I just can't pay the busker on principle, Brett. You know?
Oh, I only rolled 1, but I think the result is the same.
Yeah, that's
so.
fine. That's fine. I mean, technically, you guys can only roll 2 if you roll a 1. So, but anyway, another hour passes as you guys carefully move through the outskirts here, and then next, you guys come up to the smelly, the stinchy Drawn River and its murky, deep purple and black waters. On this side here, a bit south of where you guys met Korgoth Blackhorn's pirates, it's just most of the docks you can see are actually maybe a good 20 to 30 feet out into the river, showing that without any type of dam or controls or anything, this river just has swelled and taken over the original shoreline. Roll me. That was 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was number 2.
Cool. All right. Hold on.
Mhm.
2 and 3. Okay. Roll me another set of 20s.
Do we still have advantage from the flute man, or is
Yes,
it
you do.
regular now? Okay.
My God.
Oh shit, guys, we might actually make it.
Why did
Cool,
you
now
say it
you're
out
breaking-
loud?
You're breaking your
Oh,
own
I'm
rule.
Torn got
sorry,
a
you
20.
guys.
Oh,
Hit 20.
neat. Found a nice fish in the river.
It's 3 hours in. It's about 10 a.m. The sun is now approaching, high up in the sky. Being out here, as far as the weather is concerned, it's a bit warm. Actually, it's about 70 or so degrees out. There's moderate sky, cloud cover. Occasional warm winds. Yeah, the air feels a bit humid to you, Ron. But now you stand at the shores of the Dran River. What's the next move? Water walk it is.
Ritual cast water walk.
You perform the ritual you have done twice now, and once again, lead your companions across the gentle swells of the Dran to the opposite side. Alright, when you guys get to the opposite side, go ahead and roll me some sets. This time, roll as normal.
Okay.
Everybody.
Oh shit.
Easy.
Breezy.
Kind of close, Louis.
You know what? In horseshoes and hand grenades and random encounter tables, it counts.
Yes, it
True, true.
does. You guys march on. Off to the north of you, you can see these abandoned townships. And of course, you're getting close to Koro's field. You recognize the tall corn stalks. And in the distance, you can still see a murder of crows kind of flying through the air here and there. Roll me another lovely set of d20s.
Oh, oops, I rolled 2. It's 4.
None of them are
again.
1 though, so should be alright.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey
Tim.
Brent, is the fire I set the night before, is that still smoldering?
Yes. It looks like it's spread a little bit, but not enough to where you feel like the whole city or something's gonna go up in flames.
It's not dry enough yet, probably.
Nah. Alright. You guys continue your march forward.
Have we seen it rain here since we've been in Drakkenheim, Brent?
It rained the first few days you were here. Yeah. It just
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
rained again.
Never mind.
You guys march around the outskirts. And now, since we're getting into new terrain, I have some descriptions here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So without the cover of night, the land around the southern portion of the Dran River appears to be vast overgrown crop fields. These fields run up against the vast spruce and pine forests to the south and urban industrial sprawl to the north. Washed out dirt roads slice these crops into rectangular plots, and occasionally you see a desolate farmhouse that stands sentry over these like weed infested fields. Stuff like this. As As you travel past these deadwood buildings, you can tell most have been picked clean a long time ago by scavenging Drakkenheim explorers. Now they're just wooden shells with shadowy, painless windows and vacant doorways. At one point, Torin, you notice a wild dog eating something out in a field. It lifts its bloody maw and gazes in your direction, sizing up the threat, but then it goes back to its meal. For the stream, I have several images you can see popping up here. Just hang with me. To the north of these crop fields, the land becomes more congested with buildings and structures. The cloudy skies turn overcast, and then, way off in the distance, you see our looming inner city walls. Inside them, of course, are these towering buildings. Haze languishes across the cities, kind of, and distorting the view of anything specific within it. And of course, there's these just paranormal kind of clouds above. Stuff like this here. Eventually, the fields morph into small abandoned townships. Ossified buildings kind of flank the roads more frequently. And the overcast becomes thicker. The scent, kind of a chemical or vinegary smell, returns to your nose. And the light film of haze that's always present is now more abound. At this point, you can't see the fields anymore. As we're moving further north, as they're obscured by the southern townships. And let me see here. About right. A little bit more. All right. We are on the 5th hour of you guys' march, I believe. Now, it's high noon, but at this point, you see clouds continue to kind of coalesce, with sun rays occasionally breaking through. And there's still these warm breezes. And Ron, you now can pick up the scent of rain a bit more frequently. Let's roll another set of d20s. Look at all these 20s. Jesus.
Whoa!
Pretty exciting stuff.
Don't waste them here, guys!
Going along the outskirts, you finally begin to dip into the city proper. We're about here. Now, if you guys want to roleplay anything or stop and do something, such as search the ruins, look around at things, please let me know, as there's mechanics to go ahead and do such. But
Does Alice have Venus out?
No. Not unless somebody wanted him to be out. I figure he's just been going all the fucking time. We were trying to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends. If someone asks for him, I'll bring him out though.
Let's just asking.
Since we're going inside the city, should we pull him out? Like more inside? Or Do we
If-
want to not get
Are we-
distracted?
I mean,
I just feel like
Foster
there's
Reed
going to be delirium everywhere, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Won't he
Oh,
just
yeah, that's
up-
right.
He'll be going nuts.
Okay.
and let everybody know
Okay,
where we're
then.
at. I mean, if we want to stop and
Dropping
delirium out along
platinum.
the way, that's fine. It's just gonna take us
No,
longer.
no, I'm good.
Let's
I'm
see what Reed Manor has, and if things
Yeah,
go
yeah.
well, we'll have time.
I agree.
Agreed.
All right. The sounds of strange creatures become more frequent as you push north. The number of dark windows, doorways, alleys, and other nooks and crannies is just too numerous to keep your eyes on at all times. The paranoia of what you see versus what you can't see creeps in. The fields kind of roll into what they call the sprawl. At first, the multitude of row houses appear to be in reasonable but poor quality. What I mean is that you can imagine prior to the meteor hitting these interconnected homes. Let me go ahead and show you guys this here. So prior to the meteor hitting these homes, you imagine that probably a lower middle class kind of group of people lived out here. Probably warehouse foremen, maybe housemaids of lords, maybe members of the guard. But as you creep through alleys and streets, the further north you go, the quality of these row houses degrade rapidly. You imagine prior to the meteor hitting, these here were the true slums of Drakkenheim. The streets are eroded, open sewage drains are everywhere, and covered in strange mold and fungal growths. Rising around these streets are decaying row houses that have been transformed into a system of interconnected tenement apartments. Layers of additions are grafted onto the original row houses. Alleys and streets have been turned into dark tunnels, with new apartments and causeways above. The density of structures is tight here, not leaving any real straight way forward. You find yourself climbing through rubble-filled streets and detouring through broken buildings. Sometimes, towards the east, you can see the inner wall and a mass of buildings kind of rising above them. This gives you a good, maybe cardinal direction to navigate by, but you imagine, excuse me, it's still pretty easy to get lost in these maze of tight corridors. More pressing, somewhere in the distance, you hear howls, maybe even the clash of weapons and screams. Roll me a group perception.
Oh, that can't be good.
Oh, fuck. Tina's scared. I'm clinging to Kala.
Ron, you nearly trip over something. when you look down, you see a corpse of what looks to be a dead gnoll, a Garmir. It's large. You imagine it stood maybe about 6.5 feet tall, has a muscle-bound upper back and shoulders. It's also covered in mangy knotted fur, massive predatory dog-like face with yellow-stained canine teeth and black eyes. It wears a patchwork of studded armor that it probably collected from trash or people it killed and then put it together. This gives you a sense that these creatures have some intelligence. I mean, you have seen these creatures with weapons, but the body stinks. A powerful smell of wet dog and filth. Let's see here. Who got the low? Tinu. Standing in these ruins, these buildings around you. You do a double take. And you see that man with the bushy mustache and the fedora standing in the alleyway, looking at you.
The flute, the
Yeah, the
DFM?
flute guy. Yeah.
DFM, what are you doing there? Oh,
He
no, wait,
just-
no. I don't know if I would yell that. I'd probably look at the party and then I wouldn't yell that. But I would wave at him.
He tips his hat. Then you see he turns and disappears down an alley. At this moment, moving forward, I need everybody except those who tipped our guy to roll me 2 d20s.
All right then.
Is this the
Oh.
next set?
Yes.
Technically, Brent? Okay.
Wait, so do some of us roll?
Those of you who
Where-
tipped our guy, just roll a regular d20. Those of you who did not, roll me 2.
And we take the lower, I bet.
Oh, shiz.
All
Thank
right.
you, DFM.
Don't matter.
I'm gonna start praying to DFM.
All right. You guys continue forward through the sprawl. Another hour passes. It's now about, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock?
Last time you gave us was noon, yeah.
This is 7?
This will be set 8. That was just
more.
7.
That was just 7?
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's, all right, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy shit.
Huh?
Exiting out of the sprawl is particularly abrupt. You come out onto Shepherd's Way, essentially. A large flagstone road full of rubble and potholes. On the side of the road that you exit, you see our condemned buildings of the sprawl that rise up 3 stories or so. And looking across the road, you see our more sturdy stone buildings with minimalist industrial facades to them. Looking something like this here. Wheel of Time has some good artwork.
Yeah, these concept images. I mean, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Are really
concept.
cool.
These are concept, yeah.
Yeah.
Arts,
cool.
but yeah,
We're in Gondor. Neat.
Philippe
Mhm.
Storage, thank you very much for the art. Check it out.
You're an amazing artist. Never stop.
Looking northeast, you can see a system of barricades. This is down Shepherd's Way, down the road. These barricades look to be made up of sandbags, wooden debris, and tangled with dense razor wire. And they go way down the road and disappear into lingering haziness of the ruins. Way down this road, past the barricades, you can see the silhouettes of a massive stone building wedged in between tall inner city walls. You're pretty sure this has to be one of the gates that leads into the city. Occasionally, you can hear human activity from the area faintly echo down to you. But you ignore this for the meantime, unless you don't, tell me now, as your destination lies further north. You cross Shepherd's Way into the streets and alleys of these stone buildings. In Torn, you would know that this part of the city is where the academy operated. The buildings reflect their studious and academic nature. What were once pearl white buildings are now stained with soil and filth. The structures here create wind tunnels down the streets and alleys that whip at your clothes. When the wind does die down, you can hear footsteps and voices echoing off of the building fronts. I'll show this one. Occasionally, you hear strange, ominous crackling and buzzing noises. And in real-world terms, I guess it sounds almost like a transformer blowing. These energetic noises occasionally belt out. Sometimes, out of the corner of your eye, you catch a flash, and you look in that direction. Just enough time to see an arch of octarine-colored lightning belt out from some random direction. Soon, the sight of what is known as the inscrutable tower becomes unavoidable. It's easy to spot beyond the inner city walls, which is number 10 on our map here. As it's taller than any of the other buildings besides Castle Draken, which sits on a rocky hill, the tower's chrome-like exterior reflects the ruined city below it and the turbulent skies above. The shattered center of the tower is even more impressive as you get closer. Massive chunks of the tower are suspended in the air around the tower like satellites. But of course, you all press forward. Same drill as last time. Y'all should know who's rolling and who's not.
Are we doing brace or disadvantage again?
Disadvantage if you did not tip. All right. And this was roll number what? 8?
That was 8.
Got it.
Hold on. I have not rolled yet.
If you have not, yes, you need to roll.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, that's why I've been marking the sets.
Eventually, this city, excuse me, hold on. All right. Eventually, the city slowly becomes more sparse as you guys press even further north, and abandoned crop fields and townships return. Abandoned houses and buildings peek from drapes of vines and bushes. Way off in the distance, you can see the dense, mist-shrouded forest of the Achtenwald. And look at that. You guys arrive to Drakkenheim. You said I was gonna get 3 encounters. I didn't get 1.
Oh, we gotta get back to Eckerman Mill.
Oh.
You know?
Statistically, there was 1-1, but she was rolling at advantage, so you should have had 2 more statistically, but then we got 20s.
I blame that
That
cloud.
flute
He should have
man.
attacked us immediately. That was the problem.
It's all right. I got you guys on the way back. All right. So, I didn't expect you guys to get here this quick. Let's see.
Yeah, we didn't either. I don't think we did either.
Nope.
It's like we planned our trip perfectly.
Thank
I know.
goodness we tipped that guy.
I'm
we did.
naming him Echo. His name is Echo now.
So has spoken Tino.
Instead of DFM, because Tino probably would use DFM, but DFM is like annoying to say, so Echo he is.
I fully understand the party getting there faster than you thought.
Either it's too fast or getting nowhere at the speed of nothing. So
It's
there's
still
no
like
in between.
2 hours to Eckerman Mill. I bet we get 2 encounters on the way out there. So.
Well, we got to deal with Reed Manor first.
All right. Here. We'll go with. Nah. All right. So, do I got an image of this? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. All right, let's put everybody back. I'm assuming Kalina's horse is here. Is that true?
She went BRB.
Oh, I'll just put it.
She-
Three o'clock in the afternoon. You guys all see yourself on the map. If you can't, let me know.
All right.
It's dark, like
Uh,
nighttime dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see me and not much else right now. Oh,
I'm good.
there we go.
Better.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Reed
You
Manor.
do have the nameplates visible for the
It
thing.
doesn't really matter.
Okay.
To
Sorry.
be honest, like if you try to research some of these nameplates, you're gonna get bad information. I'll tell you that right now. So.
Oh, I'm not going to. I was just.
I know
letting you
you're not. I'm just saying it trust me, it doesn't matter.
Somebody
He
scribbled
just-
Dungeons of Drakkenheim on the floor there. That's pretty cool.
I know, right? Who did that? On the
Mhm.
tree too? It's amazing.
It's weird.
So, Brent, real quick, I
Yes.
just want to say, I thought that from zoomed out, I thought that said effing zombie, not something else. I was like, that's pretty good.
Zombie I hate the most. Okay. So, Reed Manor comes into view. This place is a rundown 2-story stone house surrounded by a rusting wrought iron fence and an overgrown yard filled with shrubberies and brambles. The long, thin windows are boarded over from the outside, but light flickers within the first floor. Several chimneys rise up from the slated shingled rooftops, a light trail of smoke billowing from each. A collapsed small outbuilding, perhaps once a stable or shed, borders the yard. Sweeping around the estate grounds, it looks like, I don't know, I'll see if you guys do that. But you guys see, there's a short cobblestone pathway that leads through the yard up to a small set of steps leading to the central double doors. A large round iron knocker hangs on these doors. Through the fence, you can kind of see that there's a fountain right before you get to the doors. You also note that there is this massive, hulking, obviously undead figure meandering about the overgrown yard. You see it carries in its hands what looks to be large boxes. And it doesn't seem to notice you yet. But it looks to be going out of the fence area, heading south.
New friend number 2.
So, how are we doing this? We're just gonna go what? Knock on the door? Say hi? What's the plan?
Was the guy residing here?
I mean, right now, this guy's been. I don't think anyone's seen this guy for a while. We're supposed to figure out what's going on, so might be good to get a lay of around. Brain. It might be good to just survey the surrounding areas, see if we notice anything, and we can knock, I guess. But honestly, it might end up with just breaking it anyway. So.
Well, we are here to find out why the
Technically, we are here
potion
on peaceful.
shipments are having issues for the lantern. So
Technically, we are here as negotiators on quote-unquote peaceful terms. So.
Does the building have windows that are broken? I think you said it did, right? Or am I going crazy?
Technically, and I can fix this now, but the windows are shuttered.
Close. Bless you.
Excuse
Bless
me,
you.
thank you. So the building itself is solid, right? There's no holes in it?
You don't see any holes in this building.
Oh, I was gonna suggest maybe Bati sending what was his name again?
Otto.
Sataru up to see, but if there's no like leeway to see, then maybe that one.
Oh,
What, you're a
I
bird?
already did it. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kawachi
Alright,
has
sure.
a raven. I could send Ellie too without being in trance, but she's, pink.
All right, well, let's get a view of the front over here.
Is that what we're deciding to do though?
Sure, why not? I think Addy and I have had enough work skulking about. And besides, we're not here fighting and killing folk, right?
Hopefully,
Only if
I
we
mean,
have to.
I don't plan to.
Right.
As you guys come up, you see this guy, this massive undead creature. You can tell it has two heads. It's more deformed than the other. The skin is deeply pale. You can see like black necrotic veins under its muscular torso. Doesn't wear a shirt. Rags for pants. Barefoot. Throws this box haphazardly into this space here immediately to you guys is east. Then, as you guys come around the bend on the broken road, the creature with both of its heads look at you.
What the hell is a giant doing here?
Tinu does that thing where you freeze. You know, when you're like walking. That I don't know what that game is, but you just freeze.
that certainly is a good question.
What? You what?
Holy crap, it speaks. I did not expect that.
Out of here.
Stands
Out of
there,
here,
one of
what-
its heads addresses you, yes.
Out of character, what's this guy's name again? The guy we're looking for? It's been a bit.
Yorin.
Oscar Yorin.
All right. Torn will guess step up. We're here to arrange a meeting with I assume your master, Oscar Yorin.
Its smaller, deformed head kind of twitches and looks off into space, but the larger head just glares at you. You say anything else?
I'll wait for a response. I mean, I said my piece.
Does anybody say anything?
Buddy, go send your bird or whatever, go have a peek, you know, right? I'll shake you if it does something funny.
It's currently looking right at us. I think that's a little late on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
Ron,
have like went over here.
Ron will
So-
speak up with Torin. Step up next to him. The hooded lanterns sent us to come speak with him and either rearrange their previous deal or create a new one on their behalf.
Tinu peeks out from behind Torn and just says, "Hi."
Well, you speak common, don't you? You just did. Oh, he says from behind Ron.
You not welcome here. Go away.
Why?
It just stares at you.
Tinu's gonna, or Kala's gonna gently squeeze Tinu's hand, be like, not the person to make friends with.
But maybe he'll let us in.
Do we notice its undead nature, Brent? Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
Tinu, it's not alive.
Yeah,
It's-
most giants are.
Stomps its way over to the gate.
But
It
you
just
never
stands there.
know.
Tinu, it's not alive. It's something he reanimated.
Oh.
It's
Alright.
it's undead.
Oh no! But then doesn't the undead have their mind of their own?
Not one that supersedes their master's will, usually.
Oh, okay then. Never mind.
So wait, we shouldn't just shoot that thing in the face and walk on in? That'd be a bad thing.
We might need to, but
Wait, why don't we try to do the crow thing? I mean, we could go back down by Kala and try it now
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
instead of fighting right away. I'll go here. I say, Bati, if you come trans here, I'll.
Oh yeah, because I forgot to move my character.
You hear something kind of pushing through the brush, and You see another one of these creatures walks around from the side of the building.
God damn it. He might see us. Maybe if we make a wall and Bati can hide behind us.
This guy's heads looks mostly in order. One looks towards our other guy here to the south you were just talking with, and the other one looks at you all.
Yeah.
Out of character, we know that this guy's a Malfeasant wizard, right?
Yes. River
That's
told
what
you
you were
that.
told, yes.
Yeah, okay.
We also heard that he can be kind of pushy
Yeah.
and yeah.
All right.
He's can be accommodating under the right pressure, but that was Mel who told us that.
Bati, show me your damn bird. I get around this.
I'm gonna stand in front of Bati. So I'll stand in front of Bati, and if she goes into trance, she can lean against my back. How tall are you, Bati?
1 second.
Because Tina's only 5'1".
No, she's 5'5". She's a little taller.
Or you can slump over me then.
Just bring out your bird here. Let me get a hand on it quick.
She takes off her hat and pulls the bird out of it.
All right, you see, Chloe reaches up to touch Sataro, and he pulls out a familiar-looking amulet that he has around his neck. And he says some words in Dwarven. And when he touches Sataro, hold on, I want to make sure I cast this right. Sataro disappears.
Wow, Sukoi!
Satara vanishes.
Right. Now go make your bird do things. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but there you go. That'll help. No, I don't have to go do it.
Well, I'll close my eyes and send the bird up and forth.
You feel the sense of vertigo as you go into Satoru's eyes, and you get a nice aerial bird view of this sagging, ruined manor, which we actually do have some book art for.
Ooh.
That's looks like this.
Oh, that's a pretty fountain.
Yeah,
Oh.
and there's the big hulking guy.
Okay.
But anyway, where do you send Satoru? You see that this hulking undead creature just stares at you guys and kind of groans anxiously. But where does Satoru go?
First, I'm gonna essentially fly around the building just to see if there are any other big boys around.
Sure. Go ahead and move them.
Is this the manor? I thought this was the manor.
No, this looks like it might be some kind of garden.
Oh, okay.
With a
You
bunch
see
of
there's the door
rocks.
right up here, so
Oh, the manor's small. I thought it was this whole map down here, and we had to like do a whole dungeon.
Well, in the
imagine-
picture, it's got 3 floors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can continue to move Satoru as he just flies above this area. And you know, like, as you're looking through Satoru's eyes, maybe not depicted on here, but you see a bunch of trash and junk everywhere around this building. Broken bottles, weird canisters, pipes, all types of stuff. Bins, basins, food trash. Satoru continues to fly. As he does, he sees what he sees. There's another one of these creatures standing in a doorway, fiddling with something. I mean, the door's so small for it, he's kind of like has to squeeze himself in.
Okay, well,
As you can tell, the windows are shuttered, all of them. You can't see a stick of anything inside. You do note that there is a back door, it looks like, as Satoru keeps flying.
You know.
There is a back door right here. And as he approaches, it looks like there's another back entrance right there.
Okay. And a glowing trash heap in the other upper corner, looks like.
Yeah, you detect the glow of delirium. Right
So there's
behind this hulking one here, Satoru notices on the ground there looks to be a rusty trapdoor.
okay. So 2-story building, lights on the lower floors, no lights on the second floor.
Yes, you see all the windows are shuttered once again. I can take Satoru to the other map here
Okay.
just to get a see. And as he flies around again, all the windows are shuttered.
Okay. So fly the bird back to land on my shoulder and open my eyes and relay this information to them. It's like there's one additional beast in like a little gatehouse at the back. There's two doors into two entry points into the house at the back. There's a
Yeah, you see this one marches up under the
Yeah.
tree, stands in the corner looking at you guys.
I want to try something. You guys all right with that?
can't hurt.
Sure.
I think we should. I think we go. I think if these things are undead, I think we do what they say for the moment and go away.
What, you want to watch the house? See if somebody comes out or in?
I want to see if these things start going about and what happens if we approach again.
Can we go away this way?
No,
Instead
we
of
should
going
probably not
back-
go anywhere close to them.
Oh, okay.
Here, let's. Can you keep Satoru here for a bit? See if as we go away, see if after a number of minutes they reset when we're gone.
Okay, well, keep them in the air nearby and
Yeah, and
keep
Tor
my eyes
will
out as long as I can.
we'll back away from the house.
All right, all of you give strange looks and disappear from Reed Manor a little bit back down the road. You all stand and look at each other.
I tied my rope around me and Bati.
I'm gonna be honest. If we have to break in that place, I don't think we can all get in.
Well, here's the thing, and here's a thought I had. They told us to go away when we came in as investigators for the Hooded Lanterns, to wanting to talk to him about deals. What if these things aren't intelligent, they're undead, and they ask Gwen, what if we try to come forward as customers?
Or as the Queensman.
No.
No?
If
Oh,
we
yeah,
come
yeah,
here
no,
looking
you're
to
right.
buy his product directly, maybe they'd be more willing to talk to us. And as soon as we have that foot in the door, we may be able to negotiate anything else.
Do you think they're smart enough to identify us? Like if we go back
That's
in?
what we need to find out.
All right,
Well-
who wants to do the asking then? What, just one of us, or all of us, or what?
It might be better not to be me and Ron, because we technically asked last time.
And Tino talked to them. I said hi.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, so one of the ones who didn't say anything, go forward and say that we're here as trying to buy potions, and we'll see if that changes any kind of result.
Buddy, Kalina, one of you two then.
Works for me.
I guess we
put-
can. We know
Go
if.
ahead.
But oh yeah, same idea. Lloyd nods to you, Tinu.
Call the body.
Yeah,
Can
I-
you?
Put
I'm
Ellie
keeping an
on
eye on them to see if they
Kala.
resume their patrol.
Got it. Okay, so who's? I'm sorry. One more time. Who's going forward and talking?
Well, first we're waiting to see if after we leave they reset their patrol.
How long do you wait?
Well, how long does it take?
If you're just standing like a few feet away to where they can
Oh no,
possibly.
like again, we can't go off the map, but we're
Okay.
Probably 60 feet. 'cause
If you
Bobby
go
has a
60. Okay.
Yeah, because I can see through its eyes about 100 feet away from the bird, and then I'm
Okay.
keeping the bird in the air just to keep an eye on the patrol.
It takes like a good 30 minutes. Like,
Holy
this
shit.
guy stands here, just almost zoned out, looking off into the distance. And then finally, you see he turns around and marches back behind the building. This guy here at the front, though, doesn't move. He just stands there.
You got about half an hour, Kolabadi.
Okay, so
Well,
Go.
if they stand that long and this doesn't
Well-
work, and we have two in the front, we'll just go in the back.
yeah.
the one in
it's
front maybe
distraction. I like-
the one in the front might just be the doorman. So
Yeah, but I'm saying that other one that came around from the back, if he ends up, we did try this talking thing and it doesn't, and they don't let us in, we can just walk away, go loop around and crash in through the back
yeah.
if we have to.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so who's coming up?
I think me and I don't
Yeah,
know, someone else.
Kala and Bati.
Alright. Both of you approach. And when you get here, you see the regular shaped head turns in your direction and then cocks it sideways and goes,
What do you want?
We'd like to purchase some potions.
Potions.
it grunts and then turns around and marches up to the door.
That was it?
Yeah, you look at Kolomati and you
I
see
guess
this.
it was like, okay, I guess they're based on trigger words.
I'm gonna be honest. I was about to write "please work" like 5 times in the chat.
He boom, 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 bangs on the door 3 times. Then the door flies open. And there is a slender man standing here. And his hair is kind of disheveled and greasy. You can see Kolabadi from your position, and Kalina, the rest of you. It looks like he's dressed in just a tatter of robes that are barely the color purple. It's more of like a brown, grimy purple. He goes, "What's going on, big guy?" And then you see this monstrosity turn and look at you all and go,
Potions.
the guy standing at the door, he steps out the way, looks at all of you, and you see this guy.
I like the rat.
I do like that rat.
Sitting on his shoulder, if you're close enough, you see as a mangy rat just kind of wiggling its nose. Come on, Windows. There you go. You see he lifts up what looks to be a rolled cigarette, and with his thumb and index finger, he just inhales on it brightly. You can see the embers begin to glow, and then he exhales. What you looking for?
Well, we're told this is the place to go for potions.
Well, you're here. What you need?
Not gonna do a look over at Torin.
What do we need?
Hold on, where is it? I need to find.
You see he looks out the door, like left and right, almost paranoid. He kind of looks behind you guys.
Nope, we just decided to stay here instead of shooting your giant guards. Whatever the hell these things are.
Where is?
See, he narrows
Sorry.
his eyes at you, Loey, and he looks at the big guys. He goes, "Hey, man. Hey. Go get friend. Get friend." That you see, he seems to barely understand, but this guy lumbers off in this direction.
Where the hell do you find giants out here anyway?
Why? You looking to buy one?
You can buy those things?
If the price is right.
Well, maybe
I'll look
something else, but
I'll look over at Eddie with that.
I mean,
Yeah.
What were you looking for, Torin?
maybe it's. But we came across what seems to be a gold. It's golden orangish is the the stuff that we got from the Ironhelm dwarves, right, Brent?
Yes.
Did they give us the name or
Aqua
Starts with an
Spurge
A. Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Aqua.
Aqua Expurgo? Was that right?
Let me get it. I have it.
I got it. It's Aqua Expursio. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
We heard about it. We heard and had some previous dealings with Aqua Expursio. It seems like you might be the best place to get some of that to help with delving in deeper in Drakkenheim.
You see he nods. How many you need?
Let's see. Well, how much you asking for each?
He goes, well, base price starts $500 a bottle. 500 coin a bottle. But hey, you see he leans on the doorway. You're kind of cute. I may give it up for 400.
Well, that's certainly interesting, but we might need to discuss further. See, we're here representing interests. The group far larger than ours.
He suddenly looks at you suspiciously. Groups?
Mm-hmm.
Look, you should know better than this, man. You don't bring heat up here if you're looking to buy. I'm talking about a large group.
Yeah, the problem is the heat's already on you. And your friends, well, considering their brains are, not to be rude, we're starting rotting, it seems the only way to get any kind of discussion going.
Well, look, you see he throws his cigarette on the ground and stomps on it. Let's make this transaction quick then. One bottle? That's what you need? You and your friends you're representing?
Well, one would be nice, but I imagine it's probably a lot more.
I told you the price, man. What you want to do?
Yeah. Look, okay, out of character. If anyone wants to jump in, because I'm trying my best.
Okay.
Here,
I feel
but-
your pain. I feel your pain, Torn. This is what
Yeah.
we be doing to be a Strahd's game. I be talking. Everybody just
Oh,
let me flounder.
No,
I
I
didn't
was
wanna
being fine.
interrupt.
Alice would jump in if she sees you struggling. I just, as a player, didn't want to interrupt you.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I'm
yeah, I
just
understand that.
joking.
That's why me as a player am saying
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to
Joking.
jump in, because Kevin.
Yeah. So I also kind of see that Torn struggling and be like, look, all right, my friend here, we might be interested in buying that. We also heard that you sell healing potions and that we're sent here, honestly, on a couple ones, but the one that interests us was that there was the potions that you were sending, that the Hooded Lanterns were buying, seemed weird, and now they weren't coming out at all, so we were coming out to see possibly what the holdup is and see if there could be a resolution made for that.
Oh, right. The Hooded Lanterns.
Mhm.
You see, he rolls his eyes.
Yeah, they
Why
had
didn't you
to
say
send
so,
us.
buddy? He says, he says that to you, Torn.
You made him so spry. You called him cute. It's natural response.
It's all right. I'm a nice guy, I swear. You see, he smiles and he has a gold tooth.
Yeah, it's usually what nice guys have to say.
Wait right here. You see, he slams the door. After a moment, you do see that these two guys come back around and just hang out.
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah, we hear you. And
Yeah.
before we get into this this situation, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute
shit.
here. And
Sorry if I messed it up.
no, you didn't mess up anything. You guys are doing exactly what your characters would do.
Yeah.
Everything's perfectly fine. And,
Sorry, real quick, because my headphones, again, literally as I was passing off to Alice, they died, and I'd missed all of that. So so what just happened?
Alice pretty much came up and was like, "Hey, we're here looking for a mission shipping potion shipment for the Hooded Lanterns." And this guy was like, "Oh, why didn't you just say that?" And then Alice was like, "Well, you kind of, came on to my buddy here kind of strong." And then this guy was like, "Well, I'm a nice guy, I swear." And he smiled, and he has a gold tooth. Then he said he'll be right back. And he clapped the door, and he shut the door.
Okay.
He said that he made you blush. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I said he tripped you up.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
you said break. Okay, I'll wait.
Yes, let's take a 10-minute, and let's come back on the 30.
All right.
Because I have to read something here.
Guys, what if he's running?
For what? With a bunch of giants? We haven't done shite. I don't think we feel
Oh.
alright.
But what if he's leaving the giants there to trick us because we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have to get a lot more physical, but
I threw out the Hood Lanterns instead of the Queensmen or the Academy trying to get us in.
oh yeah, no, I imagine he probably has some that. Yeah.
I'm saving that for if they want to start getting a little squirrely. Be like, well, we have two other options. We could go here, bud. So,
Yeah, save those cards for later. We have
Yeah.
to. We're not trying to hurt them, man.
No.
yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I'll be back.
All right.
Trying to decide if I should have more caffeine or not. No, I'm gonna get a shot. Fuck it.
Yay! Brent, the word you're looking for is, in the event that the heroes manage to reach Reed Manor without a random encounter, throw a manticore. And there was a reason, I guess. He hasn't said his name, right, Brent? Because I don't want to mess. Okay. I don't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Loey doesn't understand the strange nature of wizards. I don't deal with wizards. Also, I think you did fine, Kev.
Yeah.
I mean, if you made Loey talk to this guy, he'd be like, hey, fuck what? Go get a thing. So, kudos for being more cordial than that.
Thank you.
And you got hit on, you know? It's always
I know.
good to be liked by your business partner.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, last time Kolobati got hit on, she had to drip herself over Ron.
And we got into a fun bar fight. So, you know. Does it say we get 10,000 gold for free? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're about to get shanghaied or drafted or something. I just know it. Or turned into zombies. I don't know.
All three.
Oh yeah, that is the same thing, isn't it? Really, when you stop to think about it. Hmm. So was the wolf howl, Brent, near Temple Gate, or was that halfway? That was in Academy Ward, right?
What else?
That's well. Okay, got it.
Yeah, during that entire walk, I was actually looking at the proximity of Shepherd's Gate to Temple Gate. It's like they was clashing with Garmir every day.
Yeah. There's an active war zone going on. That we didn't get dragged into it is a miracle.
Well, we didn't go into the city proper. We went on the outskirts.
Oh, very true.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
Plural.
All right.
Potentially.
Well, just as a reminder, even to the stream, there's 2 active missions going on here. Whether both of them get accomplished, we'll see. Maybe only one. You know, maybe none. But one of them, obviously, is to get this shipment of potions of this Aqua Expursio to the Hooded Lanterns. Like, apparently they have a deal with Oscar Yorn here, and they're supposed to be getting it. The other one is to get Oscar Yorn's research and bring it back
Yeah.
to the Academy.
Are we talking about what we're supposed to be doing here?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did the Queensman
Well,
option get, even though we're not doing it?
Well, obviously there's still that. Pretty much racketeer or extort these guys into only doing a deal with the Queensman. That is still there. Hey, you may get back a few kudos. Your relationship may build better with the.
I'm so interested in that.
Yeah. All right. So, is most of us back? The show on the road. Everybody here? People still out? Looks like.
Over, yes.
Yeah.
And back.
Your name if you're missing.
All right.
I am
Yes.
here.
All right. So, after a moment, the door opens again, and our new friend here is standing there. He goes, "Follow me." And he gestures for you guys to come in.
Glance at the big guy as walk by.
He looks at you. They both do. You see they both just kind of stand at the doors.
I guess I like watching by him because I'm looking for stitch work, any body part assemblage, or if they're whole corpses, or.
Oh, interesting question. Roll me a medicine. Or roll me a perception. I'm sorry, just perception. We can take, just alter that. Okay, same thing. Yeah, you see that there is obvious stitch work around one of these heads. And you can see thick, cauterized stitch lines up from like the collarbone straight down to the belly. After all of you clamor inside, I'll move Kolobati up in here real quick. This guy shuts the door behind you. This place ranks. You look around, it is essentially just a ruined foyer. Grimy rug on the ground. You see empty beer bottles, ration wrappers. You also see what looks like a bunch of small glass vials all over the ground too. It smells like people in here haven't bathed or probably left in days, weeks even maybe. Stains are on the wall. It looks like somebody drew a nice stick figure on the wall for some reason here. And you hear what sounds like a bunch of ruckus and like almost maniacal kind of laughter and playfulness coming from the door immediately to you guys' west. Our friend here goes and opens this door and gestures for you guys to come in. Now, not really accurately depicted here, but this dining area is even more gross. Flies are everywhere. You see rotten food on the table, scooted over, just stacks of plates of old food, bottles everywhere, loose tobacco and rolling papers. You also see what looks to be an abundance of random scummy beakers, potion bottles, vials, small glass tubes, and spiral baubles and stuff. Just everywhere. This place is a utter wreck. Coming in here, a fly lands on you, Torin, and quickly buzzes away and lands back on what looks to be a plate of probably some rank fish from the Duran River. You see this guy look at you, Kalina, and goes, "My lady?" Alright, she must have disappeared.
Sorry,
Oh, there
no,
we go.
I just forgot to move through.
No problem. That's right. I'm gonna make you guys move your tokens. You see he then goes over and bangs on the door to the west. Boom, boom, boom. Then he like cracks it. We got buyers. You hear, oh, shit, buyers, dude? You hear, oh, it's about time. You hear a bunch of footsteps. This guy joins you in the room. And also 3 other individuals dressed in tattered robes. If they get close to you, you can tell nobody showered for a very long time here. They all come in and look around. Yeah?
Do these guys look like they have contamination? Can we tell?
I mean, they're pretty grimy,
Roll me medicine for that. They don't look well, per se, but...
Because they're essentially living here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dirty 20.
Maybe, probably. You can see kind of black necrotic spotches on one guy's neck. You see he kind of scratches at it. Our blonde-headed fellow right here.
Oh, ew. Tina backs up.
You see, like, you know, pimples and stuff on these guys' face. And, let's go ahead and show each one of our fellow folk here. So, who do we got on the roster? Alright. Go. And all right. So these are our fellows who've walked in and joined you. Now, contrary to these images, everybody looks dirty as heck up in here. They're all dressed in tattered robes, but interestingly enough, they all have like these blue eyes that don't look necessarily genetic per se. There's something up with that. They're like a startling blue, almost maybe tinges of lavender within them. The guy named Bolta here looks to be the oldest. He has a little bit of gray in his beard. You note that he's carrying with him a mangy tabby cat that occasionally like bites his finger and he like pulls his hand away and like scoffs at the cat. Then there is this lady named Gemma who looks to be the youngest. You see black hair tied in a bun. She looks to be half elf as the ears portray. And there is a small bat that sits on her shoulder. You note that there looks to be, well, I don't know. Let's see here. Whose passive perception is higher than 15?
Ron.
You okay.
Yeah, Ron's.
You look at, I mean, you note that there looks to be some white powder on her upper lip that, you know, she kind of wipes away. You see she kind of looks around, almost like paranoid. Head darting. And then lastly, we have Taryn here, who you see walks in and is actively like trying to pop a zit on his like jaw. You see he keeps looking at his fingers, and then he kind of like licks his index finger. He like wipes it on his clothes. Sitting on his shoulder looks to be a mangy owl that is quite aware, bobbing his head, looking around. Gemma here, or Our Lady, goes, "We have sellers. We are the sellers, 'cause you're the buyers." You see, she kind of laughs. You see, the older guy goes, "Gemma, chill. Take a seat. Relax. Damn. Always moving around. Tired of it." You see, Taryn comes over to you, Loey, and goes, he reaches out to touch your beard.
Fuck off, lad. And
Ah!
he, like, smacks his hand away.
No way! He talks common.
In Dwarven, I say, "You overgrown, stick-board-looking jackamole." If he understands it.
I think he likes me. I'm Taryn. You see, he lifts out his fist to give a fist bump.
Loey, like, tries to mimic it. It's awkward. Loey doesn't know what this young crap is with fist bumping stuff, so he puts his fist out as if to, like, shake and, like, moves his hand up and down.
Oh shit, bro! He has a gun! You see, Gemma goes, "A gun? A gun? A gun that goes kapow!" You see, she goes, "Pow!" as she, like, gestures having a gun in her hand.
Aye, and it's mine. No sticky fingers. Loey looks at them suspiciously.
The guy that led you in here, he goes, "Hey, if you can find more of those, we'll take it off your hands."
How much?
How much you selling it for? Well, huh?
These cost a couple hundred each.
Alright, yeah, a couple hundred silver, no problem, dude.
Gold, lad.
Oh, that's right, yeah, gold. Hey, I'll talk to the big man about it. But, look, hey. So, he sits down at the table, and he, like, just brushes all the trash out the way onto the floor. "Yeah, take a seat, guys. Relax." You see, he looks at you, Torin, and he pats the chair next to him.
All right.
He sees you sit, you go across the table. He goes, "What's your name, man?"
Warren.
Torin. Strong.
And that one is Taryn, if I understand correctly, and the Gemma.
Oh, yeah. Gemma, that's a Bolter.
And you?
Marco. So, he kind of slides his elbows on the table and he looks over it as he looks around you. "So you said you just needed one bottle? Is that what I'm hearing? Or the Hooded Lanterns needs more bottles?"
Well, the Hooded Lantern certainly needs bottles. They're wondering why they're not getting any.
Oh, right. I mean, they sent you all the way up here just because we're running a little late?
Well, they're curious as to why.
Well, takes the big man a lot of work. I can't speak for him. But, hey, I can go get him and y'all can resolve that, but is there anything else y'all looking to go ahead and get? We got some powder.
What kind of powder?
Gemma goes, "The god powder."
So not delirium powder then?
Yeah, delirium powder.
Oh, you man.
Hey, it keeps you focused. Keeps you going a little bit longer. You know? It's dangerous out there. Can't get any sleep. Keeps you wired.
Wait, you take that stuff willingly?
Gemma goes, oh, willingly? Of course. You see that she comes and like gets in your face almost like comically. Of course we take it willingly. Why wouldn't we take something willingly given to us from space? That's where the gods are. Right? Why would we not want to get in touch with the gods? The new gods.
What's their names? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, with the names. Go talk to the one with the flying cat.
Boulder goes, damn it, Gemma, what the fuck? Sit down! You see, she looks at him and goes, don't yell at me. I'll kill your cat again. He goes, I'd like to see you try. No more, I told you last time. You see, she looks at him challenging. And you see the guy in the middle here goes, hey, look. Need some powder? Or no?
What does it look like?
You see, he pulls out from his cloak what looks to be a tiny jar, maybe about 3 inches by 3 inches, with like a stopper in it. And inside of it, you see a white crystal, almost looking like you're looking at a salt shaker, but it has like a tinge of purple to it.
Brent, does that look familiar to Loey?
Yeah, you've seen this before.
Does it look like the one I have in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
No, I mean, does it look familiar to Loey from his past? With the card. And his mom.
Interesting! Roll me an insight.
Sure. Do I have to declare inspiration before or after?
After. You can see what you got.
Okay. I'm gonna use it. Of course. Alright, 10.
You're not sure. What was... You know that there was like a residue of like powder?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to map it on, but like, you know, I'll leave it up to you in order to decide, you know, what you know, but I can't give you a positive on that.
Hey, Brent.
Yeah?
When he pulls this out, does all these junkies' attention go to it too?
Yeah, they all look at it.
All right, cool. They're all looking at him. Can I sleight of hand to see if this door behind me is like I have my back to the door. I'm kind of got my arms behind my back, and I just want to test to see if the door's locked.
Sure. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Hopefully, with them not paying attention, I can. Oh my god! I was on an 18. 10. Yeah. Hopefully, they're too high.
Let's see. Nobody seems to notice you. But you turn the doorknob, it seems to be unlocked.
Okay. Cool.
And
Thanks.
You said it did look like the one we have in the bag of holding because we have a little jar with white powder in it. Okay.
I'm telling you. This guy at the table goes, Marco says, he goes, things can get really tense the longer you stay in the ruins and just take the edge off.
But you're not.
Oh, sorry.
But you're not dead.
No. Why would we be dead, man?
Never mind. Tina, you ask a question.
Oh, what's it made out of? What's in it?
Well, this batch right here. Not the purest. But get in there. Crushed delirium. Distilled. Right here. You ain't gonna find better quality anywhere else. I mean, maybe the Queensmen or got something going on down south or across the river, but this stuff right here, just right. Actually, if the Queensman got the good stuff, now that can kill you.
How much?
Now you're talking my language. He goes, for this jar here, 100 gold.
How about 50? First time.
How about this? You see he reaches into his cloak and he pulls out another jar. This one looks to be a little deeper purple. 50 gold for that one.
What's the difference? It doesn't work as well?
You could say that. It has a little bit of Gemma goes, it's cut! Cut! You see Marco just look at her, goes, you know, you have to... We mixed it up with a few other things.
Tino points at Gemma. It's cut, so 30. 30 gold.
Walter goes, you freaking idiot! See what you did? Big man is gonna be mad. She goes, I don't care. He can be mad all he wants. Can't catch me. He goes, I'll give you the pure for 75.
No, I want that one for 30. 75 is too much. It's my first time.
All right. Fine.
Okay, Tino, get out with the gold, give it to him. I'm not taking it though. I'm putting it in my bag of holding. What is this thing called, Brett?
A small jar of delirium powder. I will give you the stats to this a little bit later here.
Okay.
Perfect. You didn't buy it. I was about to.
Yeah.
I was literally just having a conversation with Shane about this.
30 gold. From...
Well, anybody else looking for something? No? I get
Just your boss. When's he gonna be available?
You're so leathery, Gemma says.
Yeah, thanks. It scales. My question, please.
Marco goes, I'll get him. Y'all just relax.
All right.
You see he leaves out of the room, leaving you guys with these three. You guys do anything or no? I take that as a no.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes on these three, but I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, Baja's going to turn over to Gemma and it's like, considering it's delirium extract, how do you counteract the mutation effects?
I don't know. Big man makes it. Hey! You see Gemma just come over to you, Tinu. I can show you how. We can have some together.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it later because they're gonna get mad at me like Bolton gets mad at you because they don't like how I move around a lot either.
Oh, they're so bad. Hey, we can sneak outside.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
No one cares what we do outside.
Okay. Oh, outside? Well, there's those big monster things and they're kind of scary.
They're not gonna bother you. They're fine.
Do they listen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Give me a second. Let me do some. Let me give them something and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go buy her and go to Torin and I'm gonna reach in my bag and give you perfume that I got. It gives you advantage on persuasion checks. So I'm gonna I dig it out and give it to you, Torin, And then
Okay.
I go to Alice and I give her the other one because usually these two are the two that talk. You have to put it on right now. It lasts an hour, and you. I
You
don't
see
know
these
if
guys are watching you, Taryn here and Bolter as you divvy this stuff out.
Yeah, it's just so that
Okay.
you don't smell bad because we didn't bathe yet last night. Tina says, and then Tina goes back to Gemma. And she
Roll me a
says,
deception.
It's true though.
Alice not bathe.
I mean, with Tor around doing presentation, that's technically true.
10.
You see Bolter narrows his eyes and but he doesn't say anything. He just watches the transaction.
Okay.
You see
And
this
then
guy over
I'll go
here
with
sitting, comes up next to you, Loey. He goes, "So, man, are the mountains big? I know they gotta be huge, bro."
Lad, have you never been outside of fucking Drakkenheim your entire life?
No, I've been places. I've been out into the forest.
What, the acting vault?
Yeah. But I heard mountains are, like, huge.
Yes. Bigger than the castle here. Crazy, right?
Damn. I wish I would have read those books at the academy. It took me, like, a long time to graduate, but hey, I did it.
You went to the academy?
Kinda.
Oh, like Torin then?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're not a part of them anymore.
So, if you don't cut your beard, does it just keep growing? Like forever?
Just like your hair, lad. On your head.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes a
It's
lot
all
of
the
sense.
same hair, you know.
That makes a lot of sense. Hey, hold on a second. I'm coming down. You see, he sits down at the table and he takes out what looks to be a little tiny vial and he bumps it in his nose.
Are you sure you should be doing that while you're... What the fuck are you guys doing all the way out here in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Bolter goes, "We're making money. That's what we're doing. Coin.
People
What
buy
are you
that.
doing?"
Making coin, honestly. But people buy that powder from you.
You better believe it. The better batches we get, the more people buy. Sorry, the better batches we create, the more buy.
But like, who buys that shite? Because getting all the way here took us a hell of a long time. Remember?
Look, buddy, our stuff is good. Real good. You know, some of the tattoo types, they come up around here looking for a bit more.
What, like the Queensmen? Those types?
Alright. Some of your hooded lanterns, they buy on the side too, if you know what I mean.
No way, really?
He shrugs.
You know, we passed by Shepherd's Gate. It sounded like there was quite a battle going on over there in the sprawl.
You know, if I was on the edge of dying every single day, I probably want a little bit of my powder myself.
Does that shite ever come this far north? Garmir and the monsters and all that? Or do your giants keep away?
A long time ago. Not anymore. Yeah, we got good security now. He just
But you
shrugs his
gotta-
hat.
You gotta leave to go get the delirium, right?
No,
What? But delirium's in the city, isn't it?
we have a stash. We don't gotta go nowhere.
Really?
And, hey, occasionally, we use some good folks like yourselves.
How much do you pay for delirium?
At this moment, you hear, "This better be fucking good." And then you hear some mumbling. And then, coming back in, you see is Marco. But Before that happens, do you go outside with Gemma, Tina?
Um.
Wanna go do a bump? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do. I'm
Okay.
not gonna take drugs though. I go with her.
It's alright.
Oh no, guys, this is a bad idea.
Well, they call it a
Don't get-
gateway for a reason, but it's okay.
Don't get into a fight without me.
All right. Before they come in, you come outside with Gemma, and she goes, "Let me see it."
I feel like I watched a Dare cartoon about this.
Yes, you have.
See-
Don't do drugs.
See what? The thing? Oh, I have
Yeah.
to keep that one. You don't have another one for you? I'm not gonna do it.
Well, I can show you how. Just give me some of yours.
But I paid for mine though.
Ah.
Here, I'll give you this. I dig in, I give her the cookie that we got, my last cookie that we got from that lady.
She looks at the cookie.
It tastes good.
I'm not hungry. Come
You don't have to be
on.
hungry.
Look, I'm just gonna show you how to do it. You don't gotta do it right now.
But I need to keep it though. You don't have any extra on you?
No, I don't have any extra on me. Come on.
No, it's okay then.
I thought we were friends.
I mean, yeah, but
Well,
You're
is
trying
this
to
how you
take-
treat your best friend?
is best friend take my stuff for free?
Does my best friend not help me when I need help?
Wait, I thought you were helping me. Not
I
me
am, but
helping
I.
you.
Look,
Tinu pats her short. It's okay, Gamma.
you see, she
Let's
looks
go.
pissed. She marches back inside.
I thought she would have some on her. It's okay. Tinu doesn't care. She goes back inside.
Heck
I don't
no.
know why she's angry. Tinu says to herself.
You shrug and go back inside.
Yeah.
You see, she sits down like at the table and just pouts. You see, she like crosses her arms. She doesn't say a word. Her whole demeanor has changed. You see, she just sits there. And at this moment, like I said, you hear, "This better be good," as the man of the hour arrives. All right, let's get this guy. There he is. So, Oscar Yoren. Gotta get in the zone for this. Let's go with. I like this track.
You got this, Brent.
All right. Okay. You see a man that looks like he's in his mid-50s. Wide, short. He wears slovenly leather breeches and a filthy black overcoat. He has shoulder-length, greasy black hair and a thick beard of wiry, unshaven hair creeping down his flabby neck. His skin is covered in sores and pasty blotches with bulging veins under his neck. His sunken bloodshot eyes glare with, once again, kind of a purplish blue tint. You can see dirt is caked under his fingernails. He stomps in, looks around at the table. "Well, I'm here. What the fuck do you want?"
So you're the famous Oscar Yoren.
That's right. Marco
I
told me
suppose-
that you were here for behalf of the Hooded Lanterns.
Indeed. They've been curious. They've been curious why things seem to be drying up. We were going in the area. They asked us to come around and ask.
See, he kind of licks his teeth and he looks at all of you. You see his eyes double take and falls on you, Kalina. See, he looks you up and down.
Kala left.
Oh, she's gone?
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, she was not
She's
feeling.
not
She had a.
feeling
Okay.
good.
Got it. She looks at you, he looks at you, Tinu.
Oh no. Tina looks back. Hi.
Where are you from?
I give him my hometown name. I forgot the name of it. The Swaps.
The Elvenmeyer.
Yeah, the Elvenmeyer. I'm an elf. Thank you, buddy.
An elf that worships some crazy gods, I think.
I don't have any identifiers on me, Brent.
He says that to you.
Oh, that's debatable.
What do you mean by debatable?
I'm still figuring it out.
Still figuring it out.
Yeah.
He looks around at the rest of you. I don't see any green cloaks.
No green cloaks here.
We're not members of them.
Running. We're errand runners, I suppose you could say.
Figures. Go ahead and send some errand boys up here complaining about where's their potions. Well, where's my coin?
I agree, they're a bunch of cheap bastards. They barely promised us any pay.
Well, then you get it. You should have told your friends the deal then.
So was that it? You're not getting the money, so you're not giving potions? Or is it not enough money?
I don't think it's enough. Look, you can tell them fuck-offs down there at the gate that they'll get their potions. When either I get enough coin, or when I'm done doing my experiments. One of the two. They can help with the process, or they can hinder the process.
The process.
Experiments.
What's the process? What do you like to know? I'll tell you this much. Perfection takes time.
Perfection.
Perfection. That's right. Aqua Expurgio. You know, I came up with that name. Sounds good, don't it? But
Very memorable name.
countless people just like yourselves croaked on it before I got the winning combination. You know? And I'm making it better as we can speak right now. Actually, I could be getting more work done. But no, here I am once again, being rushed. Where's my potions? You said you were going to bring me my potions. Well, shit. If the Hooded Lanterns wants their damn potions, I want my coin. Getting all this stuff around the city ain't cheap.
How much are they paying you now for your potions?
That's none of your fucking business.
Well, then how much more do you want?
You could tell them double.
How much are your potions if we were to buy them?
Well, now we're talking more my language. I have a new batch. New concoction. I'll let those go for 400.
So you'd want 1,000 then per potion from them.
Hey, whatever your brain wants to imagine, that's what it is then. But they know how much they're paying me. And I know they got more coin. Or, look, you can actually put yourself to some good work here. And make some coin yourself instead of being errand boys for a bunch of dead soldiers down at a gate. Or soon to be dead soldiers down at a gate. I need some ingredients if I'm gonna go ahead and continue my experiments.
Aye.
What are you looking for?
He comes over to the table and he takes a seat down at the head of it. Eldridge lilies. That's what I need. That's the... Well, once you get the chemicals out of them, that's the reactive agent. That's the stuff that really makes the expersio punch, if you know what I mean.
Imports, exports.
Now, where do you find these things?
Well, the best place to find them is at the Queen's Park in the inner city. That's why I've sent some folks in the past to get them for me. The last group of folks, I guess, were a bit stupider than you guys and never came back.
So you've been having a supply issue then?
I wouldn't call it, yeah, it's a supply issue for right now.
So if you had those lilies then, you'd be willing to make sure that the Hooded Lanterns got what they asked for?
Oh shit, I didn't say anything about them. I'm talking about you and me, friend.
Well, how much are you willing to pay us?
He thinks
500 per lily?
I'll make Aqua Expersio. Special batches. Just for you fine folks. Now, I don't sell to everybody. And I can tell you this much. The Queen's men and anybody else who's ripping off my formula, you take that shit, you can die. I came up with the original formula. I have the true shit.
You ever sell to the Iron Helms?
I don't talk about who I sell to. You should be thankful for that. Except, of course, these silly-ass factions. I don't give a fuck about them, or who knows.
Well, what if we just... How about gold? What if we don't take the aqua expertios? How much gold would you give us?
Look, I'm a researcher. I'm a Grand Master of the Amethyst Academy. I don't need your gold. What I need is my agents to make my potions.
That's what I'm saying. How much are you going to pay us to go get your agents and if we don't take the aqua expert?
I don't need your gold, which means that I don't got a lot of gold. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's the.
Tino laughs.
You see that? You see that? You see that? No, Jacob.
Yeah, this is the guy who the professor who just blew all his tenure on his research and is barely paying rent.
So you want to barter then?
Look, I know I'm talking out my ass this way and that, but what it comes down to is the gold that I get from the Hooded Lanterns, hopefully it's about to be doubled, is enough to go ahead and supply what I need. As far as equipment, as far as paying my friends here, and all of that type of stuff. But that's what it does. That's about it. I don't keep a chest of gold sitting somewhere for folks to go ahead and come and give it to them. What I can offer you is a potion from your Grand Master, Oscar Yorn.
How many?
Well, it depends upon how many of these Eldritch Lilies you bring back to me.
We give you 20, you're gonna give us 20 potions.
It don't take one flower per potion bottle. Come on, man.
You're the Grand Master, you tell me.
But if you say that, that means you can make more. It doesn't take one flower per potion, meaning you can make more potions from one flower, meaning you can give us 20 for 20. Right?
Look, this is what I'm willing to go ahead and do. Fuck your coin. I don't care about that. I ain't giving you any coin. But what I will give you is Agua Expersion. You ain't gonna find it anywhere else. And if you do, you better beware when you drink it. Better be sitting close to a toilet.
How many lilies per dose?
Yeah.
He should give us one dose per one lily if it doesn't take one lily to make a whole dose. Because it's the main ingredient.
We'll hear this offer.
Alright, look, this is the deal. You bring me back how many lilies you can find. And per batch, per bottle, I charge 200.
So we give you the lilies and we pay you?
That's right. Look, y'all think that this is a fucking game here, that running around in these ruins ain't gonna get you transformed to some type of tentacle monster? It will.
That's why.
Long
That's
enough.
why. Because we have
So
to
then
go
you should be
get it.
begging me. You see, he slams his fist on the table. Should
And
be
this is
begging me
your
for this
main-
deal.
This is your main ingredient. You can't even make them without it. Tina stomps her feet and looks at him with her hands on her hips. You need us to go in there. You need us to go get tentacle covered
Hey!
to go get those.
Hey, look. Don't you talk over me. This is my house, all right? I don't need you. Eventually, some other adventurers with some other bullshit is gonna show up here one day. Maybe
And
tomorrow.
they'll die again. They'll die again.
And maybe they'll actually have enough common sense to see that they're talking to a grandmaster from the academy, Oscar Yoren, and take a deal. 200 gold per bottle. That's a steal.
Make it one. Make it one.
Players at Louis.
Have a deal.
What?
150.
I said 200.
175.
You can roll me a persuasion at 175.
Sure. Always great at convincing people to do things.
Peace.
12.
I said 200.
I'll look over at the others.
Look, is this the... You see he looks at his other apprentices. Is this the help that the Hooded Lanterns send now these days? Look at this. They don't even know the deal that they're getting. They don't even know who they're working with. Oscar Yoren. I invented Aqua Expursio. I got more creations right now under your feet.
I look at his hands. How many rings does he have?
You see he has no rings on his hand.
Because he's excommunicated. Hello.
Yeah, no, this. Yeah.
Tinu wouldn't say that though. That was cool. I'm about to
Yeah.
throw that in his face though.
Look,
All right.
I know
all right,
y'all looking to go ahead and get some coin, but you better go ahead and ask the green cloaks for all that bullshit.
Well,
But I'm here-
all right. Everyone, let's calm down for a moment. I think we're losing the lead
Hey!
on this.
Don't tell me to calm down in my place, all right? I'm calm.
Now, you want us to get these? Is it Eldritch Lily or Elder Lilies, Brent?
Eldridge Lilies is
Yeah.
what it's called.
So okay, you want us to get the Eldritch Lilies from the Queen's Garden in the inner city. You can bring them back, and depending on how much we bring back, we get Aqua Expursio.
At a discount. Half off.
Okay. Half. Now, so then, if we do this, there is one thing we will need, and because it seems like you have a reliable way into the inner city to get to the Queen's Garden.
He doesn't respond. Just looks at you.
I mean, if you want us to get this, you got to have something.
Yeah, you said all your other adventuring companions had done it. What'd they tell you?
They didn't tell me shit. They said that they'll go get it, and then they brought it back. And the ones that couldn't get it never showed back up again. That's for all of you guys to figure out. Getting in the city, out of the city.
Do you have any proof your stuff works? No offense, but we don't know you from anybody else, and you're not living out here because you're in good graces with the Amethyst Academy.
Do I have proof that my stuff works? You see, he looks at his person. Do I have proof? You see, they all begin to chuckle and laugh with them. No one knows if I got proof that my shit works.
Well,
Tinu points
if
out
we're-
that. Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Louis.
if we're gonna go into the inner city, I imagine we might need one of your doses. And I bet you've already made it, considering you've worked with one of them. So give us one of your product to prove that it works, and we'll bring you back all the lilies you could fucking want.
Look. Before you buy a sword, you don't go ahead and ask, well, does this really kill shit? No.
Actually, I do
You buy
test
the
all-
sword or you don't.
and you actually do take it to the
When you
dummy.
buy a bottle of water, you ask, is this going to quench my thirst? No.
Well, I do test it to make sure I'm not getting poisoned.
Well, then you're a weirdo, all right? This is how business works. Either you want the product or you don't. Look, if you don't believe me, go back down to the Hooded Lanterns and ask them. Tell them why, if my shit don't work, why did they send you all the way up here to go ahead and rush me to finish my experiments? I'm not wasting product. Look, you can go ahead and buy one. Try it for yourself. I promise it'll work.
Tinu
No,
points
no,
out
no.
that-
Look,
Oh, go ahead.
so you have no way of getting us into the inner city except through the through the gates that you can't get through.
Look, I ain't going in there. I got other better things to do. So, yeah, you're right. I ain't got no way for you to get into the inner city. Are we done here? Is this it?
No. Tinu says, we just want to know that you're not cutting it because you're... I point at his workers. We're cutting the drugs.
What? You see the apprentices all kind of cower back and try to make themselves small.
Mm-hmm.
Who's cutting my shit?
That was another reason Hooded Lantern sent us, because the last one they got, they said it wasn't as potent. So that's why we're questioning if your research is actually going the correct way.
Look, my research is going the correct way, all right?
But is what's coming from you down the pipeline going the correct way?
Or are people cutting it, and we gotta test it now because it ain't good?
Y'all been cutting my potions before they get sent out? You see Bolter goes, no, big man, of course. We would never cut your potion. We would never break the seal. We would never do something like that.
Tina pulls out the purple thing and she shakes it. The drug.
The cut one.
The cut one.
Oh. Well. Hey. You see, he just shrugs. Look. I don't cut my potions. You see, his eye kind of ticks. But all that other stuff, hey, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, what?
That's not what the Rangers told us, but okay.
All
Well,
right,
fuck
all
them.
right.
You can go back and tell them Rangers I said fuck them. They can go ahead and I want triple. Since they got an opinion about my stuff.
It's clear that we're not getting anywhere right now. All right, look.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
look, hey.
No.
Hey. Well, whoever you are, Orc Man. Listen.
We're the knifebites.
Knifebites,
That
all
is
right.
true.
Listen. Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't trust any of these factions out here. They ain't sending you up here because they give a shit about you. All they care about is what they can get. I know, trust me. I've been a part of some of these folks out here. I did my best research at the academy. Best.
All right.
My mind, my heart, my soul, I poured everything I had into it. And what did they do? What did they do? Left me out here. That's what they did. So any of these factions you think is gonna go ahead and got your back or gonna do something good for you, it's all bullshit. What you should do is look out for yourself. Easy points at you, Loey. You should look out for yourself. That's what you should do. Make a deal with me here right now. You go get some Eldritch Lilies. I'll brew up some potions for you for half of the price. We can go ahead and continue it on. Fuck them. Who cares? Right?
May I speak?
Yeah. Go for it. Sorry.
All right. Well, Mr. Yoren, let me bring it up to this. As you understand, we are here not just because of the lateness, but because of the inferior nature of your product has been delivered out. Now, no. Now, let me say how this is going to go. We currently do have our own interests, so trying to get to the Queen's Garden is something we're willing to do, and we are willing to get some lilies to make you a little more amenable. But understand this. We are here because you did not follow your own advice. You did not keep to yourself. You are currently embroiled with multiple factions. So here's how this is going to go. We're going to bring the Eldritch Lilies back. We're going to talk about your product and make sure it's the best it can be, and maybe bring back a renegotiation should it be, and make sure you survive and are willing to be able to keep getting money.
What do you mean survive?
Like I said, a lot of factions are looking at you right now.
Who?
And there's a couple of them that don't want you like what you're doing.
Oh, come on, man. Look at your hands. Look what you took off. Are you telling me what the fuck you've been labeled by? You've been out here. Come on. Any idiot would tell you that.
You talking about the academy?
If you're so lucky. Now come on. Do you really think the Queensmen are going to just have inferior products when they can just barge in and get the maker himself? Break your legs, put you in front of, chain you to a desk, and just make you work.
And you don't have the academy supporting you.
When you say the Queens,
Academy will just ransack later and take what they can.
When you say the Queensman, he relaxes a bit.
There's only one faction willing to deal with you right now, and that's the Hooded Lanterns. Now we're willing to negotiate, but you don't have as many options as you think. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna get you some of these Eldritch Lilies.
Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on.
No. Adding on to what my friend Torin here is saying, in order for us to get into the gardens, we want to run around with the Hooded Lanterns to bolster our numbers. We want to use them. We're not letting them use us. There is some interest. There's some back and forth, just like a deal, just like you're saying. I want to make them happy to help be able to shack up at their gate when we need to go in to the inner city. So if you helping them out helps us out, helps you out. Everybody gets their own interests, as you're saying. That's the route we wanted to come here with. We have other options here. You want to think about it before you open your mouth?
Look.
I'm looking.
My brain
talking shit.
is superior than most people's brain. I don't need to think about much before I talk, okay? Let me think about it.
All right. And we will stay and be here when you have your answer.
Oh, and if
let him think.
Okay, sure. I won't put it on the table then. I can wait.
No.
Shut up! Everybody just be quiet. You see, he sits there with his fingers intertwined, and you see he seems to be thinking deeply. Looks at you, Torin. How do you know the Queensman is after me?
We're errand runners. You really think only one group asked us?
Got a big old fat smile on Loey's face when he says that.
And you think that we're the only ones available? Like you said, adventurers like us, we're a dime a dozen.
Oh, can I put it on the table now, Torin?
No, hold on. Let's just make sure if he's willing to listen.
Okay.
It seems like he's still thinking.
Well, what did they say?
Oh, no. It's what they... Well, I don't want to spoil Torin's gonna say.
Well, like you said, they currently got inferior product. And you're the only one that can make the legitimate. Meaning they want you, and, well... seeing how their options is, I don't think they're willing to pay you. Definitely not double. Probably not even what you're being paid right now. And that's of course assuming your four workers. They definitely don't need them.
See, that's why I was asking if you ever sold to the Iron Helms, because you know what kind of business the Queensmen do with folk that are forced to do business with them.
I never sell to those Iron Helms. I don't know who the fuck that is, but the Queensmen occasionally come up here looking to go ahead and buy something. They probably took my product and gave it to them.
Exactly. They're scalping you. And they just want to cut the middleman out completely.
Put you under their thumb. Can I do it now,
Put
Thorin?
me under their thumb.
Can I?
Them.
I agree. Can I, Thorin? Huh?
Go ahead.
Good. This is for you. And Loey reaches into his backpack and he sets down what you would know, Brent, would be a very familiar-looking playing card.
Familiar-looking what?
Playing card.
He looks at it.
It's up to you whether or not you want to go that way or you want to keep working with Hooded Lanterns. We don't fucking care, lad.
Are you telling me you gonna do their bidding if I don't agree with what you're talking to me about right now? Is that what you're saying to me?
No, that's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is that you're in very sudden need of protection detail. And we're currently representing a group that's already been willing to do that.
But if you don't want to work with them, you're still valuable in another way.
Well,
All right.
your brain is.
Ways.
All right, at this moment, let's have Loey, Alice, and Torin roll me persuasion or intimidation, whichever you want. Torin, you can roll with advantage, obviously, as you have the thing or whatever.
Oh, I don't know if Torin put it on.
I don't think he did actually. So just
No.
but just yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably be rolling intimidation at this point anyway, so I don't think it would have mattered.
I'll take a 23.
I got it too. He's too eager, man. Come on,
He's
Torin.
eager to go.
There you go.
No, just kidding.
Next door.
All right. He looks at you, Torin, Loey, Alice. He goes, "Look, the Hooded Lanterns wants their damn potions. They can get their damn potions. Look, I'll do this. Consider it a favor.
Very generous of you.
I'll go ahead and whip up the final batch I got, and I'll have it ready to be sent out to them.
No cuts.
No, I'm not. I don't cut my shit. All right. My potions, I don't do that.
Okay, Oscar.
Because I'm an expert, and you're not. Anyway. The Hooded Lanterns wants their damn shipment fine. I'll go ahead and stop everything I'm doing and get stuff ready for them. But if them Hooded Lanterns come around, I want to be able to call on you to deal with them.
You mean the Queensman, right?
I'm sorry, Queensmen, whoever the fuck they are. Yeah, them.
Certainly. And I'll even add, if we do find some eldritch lilies, if we go to the Queen's Garden, which I will say, due to our own selfish interest, we'll probably head there eventually. We are willing to bring our business to you first.
You bring me some of the eldritch lilies?
After all, you got that big, beautiful brain.
Now you're getting it. You want a discount on Aqua Expergio? You go ahead and get me them lilies.
All right.
You want the Queen? You want the Hooded Lanterns to get their shipment?
That we do.
Then I want you here ASAP whenever I call.
How are you going to be doing that if we're in Emberwood?
Now that's a good question, right? You see,
Why does everybody want us at their beck and call?
Because we're getting in the middle because we're literally in the middle of a clan war.
Yeah, we're fighting with the local mob.
Yeah, multiple mobs.
Local mobs.
Yeah, the local mob, the local church, the local police force.
Hot local mob.
We're currently in the middle between the La Cosa Nostra, the Irish mob, the Russian mob.
Probably the triad for good measure.
Can't the Hooded Lanterns just
Look, this is the deal.
That's the Irish mob.
You see, he takes out from his cloak a small stone tile, easily about 2 inches long, about maybe an inch wide. Every 10 day, you're gonna go out and you're gonna use this and you're gonna go ahead and talk to me. And if I tell you, hey, the Queen's men are coming, or they're here, you're gonna bring your asses up here as soon as you possibly can. And I don't mean tomorrow or the day after or the day after that. I mean you hightail your asses up here.
It's a 9-hour march from Emberwood to here.
I don't care how long it takes, 10, 15, 30, 5 years, whatever it may be. The quickest way you get your asses up here.
Can you teleport us here?
Yeah,
No, I
you're
can't
a
teleport you here.
Well, then it's 9 hours.
Of course I'm a mage, lady. But I'm here in Drakkenheim for a reason, right? Because I'm dealing drugs. People just can't teleport in here. If that was the case, none of this shit would be going on, now would it?
Fair enough.
I thought maybe you had some magical thing or something. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
So every 10th day.
The stones follow the same pattern as everything else around here, inside, outside of the haze.
That's right.
Good to know.
Every 10 day, aye?
Every 10 day I'll be waiting.
Brent, just so that's out of character, just to make sure. When he says 10 day, he means like 10th, 20th, 30th.
Yes,
Or-
Once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like basically every Sunday.
as soon as me or my apprentices don't go ahead and hear from you, well, I ain't gonna forget that. I'll tell you that much right now. And you'll be hearing from Oscar Yorn. You don't keep up your end of the bargain.
We don't break our word.
I got an addendum to it. If you're willing to listen, Oscar.
What is your addendum?
Say we're in the middle of something where we can't get out for a couple days, even if we wanted to. But since you're supplying the hooded lanterns and their ranks are going to be growing and being strong, we send them instead if we can't get to you.
No.
Honestly.
No.
If we honestly can't get to you.
Look, you say honestly all you want. But I don't trust anything anybody says. I trust people's actions.
I do too, and I'm letting you know an option and an action we could do.
I don't want the hooded lanterns coming up here. I want you. And he points at all of you.
Then there might be a
You're the
situation where you're waiting a few days.
Well, in that case, you better go make sure you book the last day of the week as my day. And if you can't, well, then that's on you. Because I'm doing important stuff here.
I know. We are too.
I can't
as you
have that
said.
interrupted. No, you think you're doing important stuff. I'm doing important stuff. All right? Nobody can make any of these drugs that you see around here. Only I can. I know the formulas. I'm the one that's saving the green cloaks from dying out in the haze with aqua exversio. I should be at the top of your priority. EDC folds its arms.
And then it's 9 hours, Oscar. Regardless of whether or not you call and you need us, because it takes 9 hours to get here.
All right, 9 hours. That's fine. That makes sense to me. I know how long it takes to get from one end of the city to the other. 9 hours. But I don't see you guys up here in 9 hours. When I call you, if I'm alive and I survive, oh, you're going to hear from Oscar Yorn. I promise. But I don't want to see any other hooded lanterns on your behalf. This is between me. You see, he then looks at you, Alice, and you.
there are more of our group here than just us. We're a fairly large company.
What, you talking about, what do you mean? Like,
The Knife Bites is more than just the 7 of us.
well, look, this is the 7 I see right now.
So if we bring them here, you'll know them then?
Them? Who? The Hooded Lanterns?
No, I mean the other members of our party that aren't here.
Look, they show up here with one of these people I see around this table right now, that's fine.
Good enough.
I look over at Addie for a nod.
All right. So we all good?
Sounds like we all have an agreement. Hey, it's gonna take me a few hours to go ahead and get what the Hooded Lanterns want. You see he gets up, stretches his back, you hear pop. Ah. Well, I don't know. Y'all find something to do with yourselves outside of my house.
Yeah, we will, Oscar. And I understand we'll hear from you if we don't hold up our end of the bargain.
That's right. You don't hold up. Look, you see he comes back to the table. He goes, hey, you don't. Another thing. If I call you, you don't show up, potion price is gonna be double for the Hooded Lanterns. All right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right. But to finish
Just,
that thought,
Yeah,
Alice,
just
you-
remember that with that big brain of yours and how smart you are and how thorough you've been and doing so well,
That's
think
right.
about how much that research of yours is fetching a good price on the market, I bet. And we know somebody who's interested. So if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, that might start looking like a better option than the one we just created here.
Meaning no cutting.
Meaning your brain ain't going to be inside your skull. And that research is going to be in somebody else's hands if you don't hold up your end.
Stands up straight.
Understood? And she folds her arms.
in summation, don't. Let's all just
What
nicely
do you
get
know?
along.
No. Wait a minute. You saying you gonna steal my research?
If you give me a reason to, but you're not gonna, right? I was just letting you know how we would hold up our end, your end of the bargain not being held up. What we would do. You told us what you would do. I was just returning the favor, making sure you knew all the options. That's all.
UC stares at you a long time.
She's got a shit-eating grin on her face.
So does Logan. He's behind him. But he's trying to hide it.
I want this transaction to work out. Just letting you know.
You see his eyes narrow and he goes, I understand you crystal clear. Now get out.
Doodles.
Out!
All right.
Pardon me, Marco.
Yeah, because I'm hungry.
I walk by.
Hey, Brent.
Yes.
I'm making a point to try to be the last one to leave, and I want to crop dust as I walk out the door.
Yeah, I was gonna do something, but that's better.
You do such.
Yeah, pretty much. And I close the door as I
Give it
walk
goes.
out,
It smells
too.
better in here.
Up.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
I thought we weren't doing those jokes during the stream. Alright.
All right. Look, you guys are left waiting outside for a minute. Do you guys do anything out here? Or you just wait till
Where's Torin?
locked in and
No.
fully locked? No, I'm joking. I'll move you out.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
I think you had a good point in there, Eddie.
What?
It's pretty likely that, something could happen.
Mm.
Put in a bind. But like I said, we just got to bring by some friends that aren't part of us, and that can work.
Here's hoping.
We can talk to, what did they call themselves again?
The headhunters?
Headhunters?
We can talk to them about it. They'll
That's
probably
exactly who I was thinking about too.
Probably be interested in the discount on Asco Expergo if we tell them to just say they're part of our group.
We might want to keep it. We might want to keep our head on a swivel about that. I don't think we've endeared ourselves to our new acquaintance.
Wait, so are you guys gonna tell the Hooded Lanterns that we're doing that for them then?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they want to keep getting their potions, and we need to get on the inner city. I did not lie a single time in there.
No.
I didn't think you were. I didn't like him very much.
I didn't like him either, but if it gets us
no,
what
he's
we need, we'll deal.
Yeah.
We can deal with them later. We can do whatever we want with him when we're done with him.
Yeah, you guys are a lot better talking than me. I get too emotional.
It's a good thing I didn't have a gun in my hand.
If it makes both of you feel better, I was about half a step from reaching around his flabbing neck. But anyway,
I'm just glad I got the show
for
off.
now, we go back. Hopefully, for now, things will work out, and if we can get through, the headhunters through the gate, we should have a way into the inner city to get to the garden.
Well, are we gonna go to Shepherd's Gate next? Now
Hey,
that we got this done.
we have a shipment. We in. Works out.
Oh, are we taking the shipment to the Hooded Lanterns?
I imagine he's gonna want us to.
Oh,
We should.
okay.
It's the only way we're gonna meet Drexel, Tina.
And coming in with us in hand is gonna make us look a lot better than just saying we did it.
How much is it?
Well, we'll probably have to find out. We'll probably find out when we bring it over.
Oh, you want to
Imagine.
keep it, Tina?
Huh?
You want to keep the shipment?
No, no, I was
Sucker! You guys go back home.
you know when you go shopping and then you have like a lot of bags and then you forgot that you're supposed to go to dinner with your best friend and then you have to take all the bags to meet your friend and then to dinner and then you have to carry all those bags with you. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have Carlos' horse, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And a bag of
But then-
holding.
On that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it gets us a meeting with Drexel
Okay.
without having to have the conversation that the church wants us to have immediately. I would personally say that shouldn't be brought up in this meeting.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that this time.
And then we can go back and say we have met Drexel if we still want to help. Well, we have to because of Yanis. But it gives us the meeting without that hanging over our heads so we can get what we want first.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still want to do College Gate, right? Because if we can get through Shepherd's Gate without needing to fight anything, it's up to you all.
I guess it depends on what the hell we find at Shepherd's Gate. It's 3 o'clock. It was a hell of a trek here. Maybe we can bunker down with them tonight.
All right.
Do you think they'll know if we take a potion?
I mean, we can straight up ask for one for doing it.
Dinu,
Okay.
I appreciate your chaotic energy for this, but I would rather not in this case.
No, I was just wondering because Louis said it. I'm not.
Also,
gonna
I'm gonna
steal
be
it.
honest.
Oh, Tina, I would be so tempted. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be honest. I am not putting it past Jorn to somehow spit it or do something worse.
Well, if anything, he probably. Oh, he said he wouldn't cut them, but I highly doubt that he's telling the
Yeah,
truth.
the problem is
That's why I didn't
I don't
want
think
that.
he's the one push. I don't think he has 100% hands on.
That's why I didn't want the Expo Escurgio things. I'd rather just gold or delirium.
I think they're still going to be worth it. But it's only if we want to.
How in the hell did somebody like Mordecai, though, get a hold of Expergo or whatever? You really think it was the Queen's men scalping and selling?
Why wouldn't? Or somebody. Somebody might be selling it. Something I can ask Emma. I already have Emma looking around to see about that.
Oh, what should we do with the thing that I bought? That Gemma girl tried. She tried to say she was my best friend and that I should help her and let her use it after I paid for it. I even gave her my last cookie.
Oh, that's
And then
fucking.
she got mad at me.
I mean, if you don't really want it, I have a use for it. I was wanting to
I
leave
think
a...
Alice, I think what happened was that she wanted to use it for specific reasons that Tina wasn't buying it for.
No, I don't give a shit about what that junkie was wanting to do with it. I'm telling Tinu I have a use for it.
Oh, what are we
Well, what
use
I would
it
like
for?
to do is I want to buy a
Oh,
chest
sorry.
and trap it, either with your magic that we were talking about, and even maybe some of that, and leave that stupid ass note they left on our door inside the chest, so next time they come snooping and open up a chest, they get a face full of that drug and maybe one of your spells trapped.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
All right. At this moment, I'm going to say about a good 30 minutes or so passes. You see come around from the back of Reed Manor another one of these large creatures. And then you see the door open. You see Oscar Yorn standing there. Now, this creature here has in his massive hands what looks to be a really large crate. Oscar Gordon looks at you guys and goes, "Well, where's the wagon?"
Oh, we got the horse.
You gonna put that on the horse?
You got one?
You see he looks at you real coolly. I got one I can sell to you. Or you can find your own way to get it back.
Well, we should do this the right way. How many things are in the crate so that way we can quote them the number?
Look, I'm not gonna get into details of this, but he rattles off the numbers of it. They put the crate down. If any one of you go to pick, it's huge. It's like this crate. I want to say is easily about 6 feet tall. It's a massive crate. It's huge. Easily maybe about 4 or 5 feet wide. It's not a standard wooden crate. It looks like it has several latches where, almost like drawers, you may be able to pull out shelves.
Right.
If you this is not arcane locked or anything like that. They're just simple latches that keep it closed. It looks like there are 4 shelves, and in each side of these shelves there is 10 potions, so 40 of them is in here.
Okay.
Oh,
So they could fit in. So if we took all the potions, they could fit
If you
inside
took
the
it
bag.
out, if you took the stuff out of the crate, you could put it, I guess, in your bag of holding.
Hold on, how much are potions worth?
Go ahead and look up.
Half a pound.
How much a potion weighs, and you could do the math.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like 20 or 40 pounds.
Well, each potion's like, I think, 4 ounces, I think.
Yeah.
Based on
Okay.
vials.
Tina will start doing that. I'm gonna start putting them in my bag of holding.
Like a potion of healing in the PHP is a half pound.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Hold on. This thing has an entry, doesn't it, in the Drakkenheim book?
What?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah,
think,
like-
I'm not sure it has the weight on it. I can.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
I
Like I said, if it's based on standard vial weight, I think a vial is like only a handful of ounces. So
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
crate is too big to put in the bag of holding
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, absolutely,
So
yeah.
we just leave him the crate.
We had to do the potion. We could pretend to put, is the empty crate heavy? We could put that on the back of the horse. And then we
It's
could
just
put
too
them back in
bulky
it
to
when
like put on it. You have to like drag it with some rope or
Yeah,
something.
we would literally need to buy a wagon to.
Oscar
Dude.
Yorn just looks at you guys as you're like, if you're taking the potions out and putting in the bag of holding. Oscar Yorn just goes, "Now, if there's any complaints about the delivery, that's all on you."
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This is gonna be so funny when we deliver it.
But hold on
Can
a
I
second. 1 second. Here's what? Here's 2.
Yeah,
There's
2,
the-
3. Yeah, on his desk. I'm gonna do it right in front of the guy, Oscar. Not the guy that we have to talk to. Here.
That's why Loey wanted a number count. So that way he knows how much
So
they're
we
expecting.
have 40, right? Okay. Brent said 40 potions. I'm gonna write that down.
Oscar Yorn goes, and you could tell the Hooded Lanterns that they're very welcome. That took the rest of the resources I've already had mixed out for these potions. Now it's going to go ahead and take me a bit of time to go ahead with the few resources I have to make some more. So they're very welcome. And thank you very much.
We will
And
be
we
sure
thank
to
you.
pass.
And-
We will be. Sorry, go ahead, Carl.
And we thank you very much for your business, and we will do our best to get you your Eldritch Lilies in a fair and fast process.
You just
Listen out for your call in a 10-day.
That's
And
right.
you get to keep your crate. Isn't it nice?
He just huffs, and then you see he shuts the door.
One of the zombies goes, picks up the crate, and goes, throws it in the refuse pile.
Fuck. No, don't do that. Use that again. No. They just stand there, looking curious. It doesn't seem like they have much intelligence of what you're doing, but they're curious about it as you guys are unloading this crate.
Real quick, Brent. So he gave me a stone, right?
Yes, it's a sending stone.
Okay, so I'm gonna add that to my inventory. I just want to make sure.
Yep, Oscar Yoren's sending stone.
Oh, we found another pair of sending stones. We just got to go get the other one off of
Oscar
certain
Yoren.
body.
Right. All right. Congratulations, guys. And I think we'll end there. What you guys have bundled up or got all of these potions. You're looking now, I guess, to head over to Shepherd's Gate to deliver this quantity of potions.
Yay!
Yes, you guys were just asked to figure out what was going on and to probably convince Oscar Yorn to send it ASAP, but you guys have excelled. You've actually got the potions on hand, so...
Yeah.
Drexel
Awesome.
better play nice if he wants us to hand them over.
Oh, I think we're heading up for. I think we're getting an immediate audience with them.
But we did, as Brent said, we did more than we were supposed to, and they don't have to know that until we want to pull that card out to get what we want. Just saying. I'm not saying we're gonna keep it and not use it.
All right.
Just, you know.
Yeah, we saw it
we'll
at
give us
Ackerman
some
Mill
time.
and our meetup with the headhunters.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll figure out next time how long is it going to take. So I'm going to say right now, somebody could put down in their notes the time is currently. I'm going to say that all of that took maybe an hour and a half. It's like 4:30.
We had to wait a bit for the reset. We had to go in and talk to them.
It's 5 p.m. We'll say it's 5.
Yeah.
It's
Currently 5 p.m.
Yes,
Done.
5 p.m. And you guys can figure out how you're gonna get over to Shepherd's Gate to deliver what you need to deliver, and then from there, make it back. And hopefully, I can catch you guys in some random encounters. I was hoping so bad, and it did not happen. So
We've got to go to Shepherd's Gate, and I think we're going to rest at Eckerman Mill, right, guys?
I
Or
think that's the
Shepherd's
plan.
Gate even, maybe.
I think the plan is to go to Shepherd's Gate, make our delivery, do whatever we need to do there, then head over to Ackerman Mill, contact the headhunters, and camp out somewhere in that area.
Plus, then we can go to Reed Manor and show off the headhunters, so that way he knows who else to expect.
Exactly.
Well, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Is Shepherd's Gate what we're aiming for our inner city base?
I'm not sure if that's what we're aiming for inner city, but it might be something worth considering.
That's
if
why I was like, we might stay there.
If somehow you're able to, I guess, get the Hooded Lanterns to grant you long-term access to the inner city through Shepherd's Gate, then that would mark off that. But then it's secure a base of operations in Drakkenheim somewhere, wherever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
So good job, guys. And that is it. We are done with the stream.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Till
Goodbye.
next time.
Holla.